Well, hello there. Hello there. I guess people are watching. I can't I can't find the stream myself, but there seems to be people watching. So let's see if I guess you gotta hit play. Man, I don't know. I don't know how you guys are watching this stuff, but I'm hoping this is on, but I'm down. I see you. I see everybody, but I need to get this straight because I don't see the stream. So why don't I see the stream? So I'll get with you guys, but got to get the audience that's out there to be able to see this. Oh, there it is. I see it. I see it. Oh, I guess it was showing me the whole time. All right. Plus, there's closed captioning. We like that. It's closed captioning. So I have a little pineapple coconut martini. I was hoping my mom would get on. This annoys me. This is about everything that annoys me and you. I was hoping my mom would get on, but her phone is busy and she doesn't pick up the phone. Like, what is she doing? Well, she's busier than I am. That annoys me. that annoys me, folks. So I'm gonna give you some stuff and we'll get some comments. So I'm going to bring on Mr. Rick, who's joining us. I'd like to know who else is watching, but I can't get to the stream. Let's see. Well, I might have to show something later. That was a friggin' badass video I saw. All right, well, we're live, and I don't know how anybody's watching us, but I guess you are. So I'm going to go back to... If anyone wants to join us, join us. So there's Mr. Rick.
How you been?
There we go. I got to put this in perspective. I got to let people see this for what it is. The guests.
I'm small.
No, it's not. It's not you. It's the guests. The guests get minimized. You know, Johnny Carson sits at the big desk. And, everyone else is smushed together on the couch.
And what a couch it was.
Great. Jimmy Fallon's very good. Do you ever watch Jimmy Fallon?
No, can't stand him.
I like him.
Seriously,
I think he's. Why?
I like Kimmel.
I can't stand Kimmel. I can't stand Kimmel.
You don't like Kimmel.
Don't even like. I can't stand. Like, I see him and I go, that's not a funny man. I got to turn this off. I don't find humor in him. But I like Jimmy Fallon. I think he's so we're gonna is there anything that the top of your head before I start getting into topics, anything that really annoys you about things, about anyone, about something? But if you got to think about it, then it really, but if you got
I have some things. I got a few things that bother me. I mean,
there was this saying, if you got nothing nice to say, what is it? What's the saying?
Don't say it. If you got nothing nice to say, don't say it.
Right, something like that. If you got nothing nice. Yeah. Well, there was I don't know if it was Stephen Ambrose who wrote the Devil's Dictionary in like 1789 or something like that, and he wrote, if you have nothing nice to say, come sit next to me. So I'm in that universe. That's the universe I want to be on with that kind of group. I like people being honest. Sometimes honesty is not saying the nice thing. Maybe you don't say it to the person. Maybe that's why there's a lot of.
I have a problem with things like closure and things like that. I posted about that so many times, and
you got closure. Okay,
yeah, I do. I don't like that people leave you hanging. I mean, it's not fair. It's not right.
Oh, people, right. So that annoys you. Let's keep that.
Yes, it does.
Okay, let's keep that to the annoyance stage and not into the issues stage. Let's, Kleenex issues. Everyone's got them. So let's. But that's interesting. I turn that into the annoyance. People that kind of ghost you or whatever.
Yeah,
that's.
It's rude as hell.
Yeah,
they're cowards. Cowards.
People are rude.
I'm
people
sorry.
are rude.
Yeah,
okay.
Rude.
Okay. Right. So.
Okay.
Right. So I think honesty, could be cruel.
Oh,
So that could be why people talk behind people's backs, because maybe that's the more polite thing to do. Because if you say something to their face, you might hurt their feelings. So at least you vent and you get it out, and you don't, you talk behind you complain about them, but you never have to complain to them. So you don't hurt their feelings, because you don't really want to hurt their feelings. Some
yeah.
people, you don't care if their feelings get hurt, but you don't even, you
No,
talk about
I'm not
behind their
like
back.
that. It bothers that crap bothers me.
What,
I don't
what,
want to hurt
wait, what,
anybody. No, I said that
no,
crap that bothers me. I don't want to hurt anybody intentionally. I just don't. I really don't do it intentionally.
no, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice to do that. You don't want to,
Yeah.
you don't want to, you don't want to intentionally bother
No.
people. Right. So,
don't want to hurt anybody.
no,
It's not my nature.
no, it's really not. You're a likable and want to be likable guy. Right.
Try to be.
Yeah. I'm so opposite that. I'm so like,
You don't care about nothing.
I actually think people like me. I always had this thought that maybe people didn't like me, but I think they like me, or they don't know what to think, about me. So, because people don't really hang out with me or anything. But what was that?
Oh, I felt bad. I didn't see you this past trip when you were in. I saw Paulina.
Yeah, I'm busy, man.
But
I'm busy.
you're busy. Thank God you're busy.
I got things to do.
I worked yesterday for the first time since
Whoa!
October.
Okay,
November.
You have to turn everything into an annoyance, okay? Because this is about annoyance. So you could say, it's annoying that I haven't worked, but what's annoying about it? That But let's because if we're going to bring life into the conversation, we have to keep under topic. You know what annoys me? Here's what annoys me, and I see it with colleagues and long nose hairs. Like, that annoys the crap out of me. Like, dude, when you look in the mirror, do you see that you could tie your shoes with those things? Come on. Take a scissor to them. Take a scissor. I got like 58 scissors with me. I got to take them with me when I travel. I got one in each home, and like I'm a jet setter. I sound like,
Yeah.
On
the private islands.
Next thing I'll be drinking a cocktail.
Yeah. Oh, what's that?
Right, my pineapple coconut. So it's like, here's one thing though. Like, why, when you get older, do you grow? Your hair transfers. Like, you grow more in your head, in your nose and your ears, than you do on your head.
Yeah.
What is that phenomenon?
I don't know. It's very annoying, though. I tell you that.
That's pretty darn annoying. That's an annoyance of nature. I'll have to put topics on this. And this happened to me today. This is kind of annoying. I opened, you're eating pistachios, right? And like each one, it takes a little effort to open a pistachio. Yeah, you got it right. And you got some of those that you can't even open. You're going to break your teeth because they're locked closed,
throw them out.
like an oyster, right? But you're eating and you're working hard, and then you open one and the friggin' nut pops out, and you're like, damn, yeah, that's a valuable nut to me. So I go searching for that.
You work so hard to get it out.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, and pistachios, they're not cheap.
Annoying.
Yeah, it's so annoying that it's so annoying that man. So that's there's food annoyances, but that it's like, whenever I drop something, especially when you're on the plane, you ever do this and you drop something, and man, you are searching the seats, the crevices. You're bending down in positions you never thought you could. You're like a tumbleweed looking under that seat, right? Right? You, like, if a phone.
What? These things?
Yeah.
I was afraid to buy them originally because I said, I'll lose them. And that would really be annoying. So I bought the Beats ones that went around your neck, and they went to, but the battery didn't hold up. It was like the worst thing in the world.
Well, that's annoying.
I got a year out of it.
Right.
Pumped.
That's
I
it.
was
So you
pumped.
bought these. You bought these, but they're
Yeah,
losable.
but
They're losable.
these are losable, very
Right.
losable, especially on a
Right.
plane where it might go back 5 seats.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So that's why I should have a link to sell stuff. That's why you could get them for like, $20 probably from
Yeah,
China or something. And
yeah.
same, the same crap. They just copy it. I
Yeah.
wonder, I guess in China they don't have copyright or patent laws, maybe.
They don't
They get
care. That's
they don't.
annoying. They don't
Well,
care.
they don't care. They do whatever they want. It's annoying. It's annoying getting a mask to put on and looking at where it's made and it's made in China. That's annoying.
Yeah.
Give us a disease and then make money off of it. Wow. Right? So,
Yep, that's true. That's
right,
true.
right. So
Shut down the world.
right. So that's kind of so let's see if you're out there, comment. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put this up for a second.
Who's
Because
Okay.
no, I know people comment. Let's see if you get some comments.
I'm
And
looking.
you see anybody?
No, I don't see any comments. I mean, I'm looking at the StreamYard comments.
Right.
Usually your mother is there, some people like that, but
Right.
don't
Right.
see them. I'm not
Right.
on Facebook because if I open up Facebook, I'll get the feedback. So I don't
Right.
want to open up Facebook.
I'm glad you were talking too much because I was going to do something and I decided not to. So within that time frame, I came to my senses. So
Okay.
I'm not gonna show that. So
It's your show. I
know,
you
but
talk
that's
as
why
much as you want.
No, I mean, it was something like I was going off topic. I know. So here's something that bothered me. This bothers me. When you're guys at the airport, man, like it's bad enough girls wear those things at the airport, but first of all, with socks, like aren't those
Wow.
like shower
Is he
shoes?
Canadian? No offense against Roland. Is he Canadian?
Yeah, but that's not Roland. But
No, I know it's not Roland.
Yeah, I wish Roland would come on.
He should be here. He'll be here.
So let's see.
Yeah, socks and sandals. Nah, doesn't go.
So
that could be European too. I think it could be a European guy doing that also.
Right. So now, see, I'm wondering. I commented to a Facebook comment, but it went out on the YouTube, and I don't know if that's so. Oh yeah, here. Well, oop. Oh, we are being seen. Only soccer players should wear. Oh, that's good, Jason, coming in on. We probably worked some soccer today. I had an Uber driver today. She was a referee in the Women's World Cup. Years, 2003. I didn't know she was a sideline ref. They do sideline ref. They do offside. So okay. So then I'm thinking, all right. Well, this guy, he's also carrying a dog. So he's got.
Is this at the airport?
Yeah,
is this guy at the airport?
Yeah,
okay.
This whole look to me is just. What was that? Why am I getting a video? Right, it's going to. But
Sean's coming to me for some reason.
But why is it a group video where you can't?
I don't know. I don't know why he's doing that. I'm gonna disconnect him. That's my phone.
Yeah, make
my phone Messenger. He's trying to do a video thing from Messenger.
Sean, Messenger group.
Copy the link. Yeah. Sean needs
group video chat. Tap to join.
Lewis joined. Lewis Roland joined the video chat.
Yeah,
but they're on Messenger, not on.
Wait a second, but I'm doing a live though.
They don't know that though. They have to get.
No, I think you made your own. Where's Roland?
I don't know where Roland is. He's on Messenger saying that he's joined the video chat. Is he?
So wait, yeah, but all right. Let me see what's coming up.
And Todd.
Here. But are you guys on the? Are you guys on the stream?
They're on the video stream from Messenger. The new Messenger video stream. They're not on
Right.
StreamYard. They need the link to StreamYard and not use Safari. They got to use Firefox to get in. So they got a copy. I would post the stream again.
Well, I'm still. The stream is still.
Yeah, I know, but you could on Messenger you can stream. Well, maybe I can do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we do the same thing all the time.
Side judge, but yeah, she's called an AR judge or something.
Yeah, this is the stream we made.
Yeah, and it was interesting because I asked her if she did WUSA games. I asked her if she God, I'm getting lost here.
Don't get lost.
No, I'm trying to think if she remembered what she said. Because she got an opportunity because there weren't that many women referees in like the late 1900s. No, we're talking about a soccer referee, a female soccer referee. So
log in comments. Oh, there's 5 comments. There you go. There's 5 comments. There's Todd, podcast. Todd did his own. That's you. Then there's Jason. Okay, yeah.
Who's that laying down? Louis. What's up, buddy? He's doing a group chat. Hey, what's up? You're a little tired there, or what? Oh man, join the live stream. Or join or watch.
They made their own stream. They made their own channel. These guys. Let me see. It's your show, and they made their own channel. That's annoying.
Man, oh man!
Did you hear me, Todd?
Man, oh, man. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Say it again.
They made it. I think I cut out for a second. They said I said, "What? You know what's annoying? They made their own stream. They made their own video channel. It's your show, and they made their own channel. That's annoying.
That's annoying. But it's not public. They're not public. It's private.
No, they're on Facebook Messenger. That's what they've done.
No, I know, but just among ourselves in the group,
right?
It's not.
Yeah, but in the messenger group, not in this forum.
but it's not public, right? It's not public.
That's right, and that's right. It's private. This is public, where other people can join.
Right.
Agreed. So come on over, kids.
And remember, there we go. And remember,
there's Lou.
Remember, this is a topic is things that annoy you. So we got it. It annoys me too.
Hi, Tug.
Believe me, it annoys me. It annoys me.
Your link annoys me.
Right. Oh, that's the StreamYard one.
Hi, Lou. Hi, Lou.
There.
How are you?
Louis. I got to say hello to Louis every so often. My man, Louis.
I think Louis frozen.
Yeah. Why, Lou? People call you Louis? Oh.
He's frozen.
Right, as long as you get called, right? That old joke. Right. Boy, Louis about to like pass out down there.
I don't see him, Todd.
He's on the group thing.
Oh. Yeah, make me open.
You must have been mowing a lot of lawns today, Louis. Why are you so tired? Oh God, your back, the worst. Lou, you have a bad back or what? What, Louis? Oh man, you might have a slip disc or something, or right. Louis, so I sent a link in the messenger. So if you see the link and you could click that. All right, here we go. I don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys join the video chat.
Now I lost like 8,000 viewers. They got tired of that. That was.
I know. So Lou, you got to join the other chat, the normal one.
Right. So okay. Well, now that
Todd just posted the link.
Now that the air got sucked out of this show, I got to take a second break.
Well, he's gone. I'm going to get some water. I will be back. Water.
Oh man, we're back. I gotta get a fresh. What happened to Lou?
I don't know what. I lost my connection from Bluetooth. I think I lost my Bluetooth connection.
All right.
Okay.
We are having technical difficulties, folks, by my guests. Talk about annoying. That is annoying. You know, I should just this is a warning. Next time I will hit the vanish button until they get it together, and I'll just take over the show. That's what we're going to do. What happened to Lou? I'm
trying to get my headsets to work. Oh, there we go. My headset's working now. Beautiful. Yeah, Lou's gone again.
Yeah, Lou's gone. Well, Lou, where'd you go? Oh, I don't see you on there. And Louie, are you able to hear the stream, or are you just waiting on the Met? Oh, you could hear the stream. Oh, okay. So you heard me. You heard the whole show, right? Or just when I'm talking to you.
I don't hear him, no, Todd.
Okay. I'm going back to the show.
Annoying.
Oh God.
That's annoying.
All right. So, oh, man. All right. So let me go back to the stream here.
We're gonna rewind.
No. I'm gonna.
I think so.
Okay. So we got that, and another thing that annoys me at the airport. All right. I'm not going to use her face. I'm just going to go. Oh, come on. What the frick? Like, what is she coming? She like coming out of bed? Yeah. You know, and that's nice and fluffy, but slippers, you know, are supposed to be clean in your house, and you're wearing them out. And if you wear them in, it's like bringing dirt back in. So that's friggin' annoying. Just just looking at them wearing them. Like, it's annoying to see people, man. And here's Roland.
Hi.
Roland.
Hey, world. Hi. Can you guys hear me okay?
Oh my God. Too good, Roland. Too good. Too good.
Where are you?
What do you have? You have the microphone stuck into your throat?
Me? No, it's off of this thing. It's off my earphones.
Oh man.
Taste okay?
Oh my God. You're if you heard the mix minus, you would know.
Where are you, Roland?
I'm at my home in Canada.
Oh, you're home finally. Wow.
Yeah.
Very
Todd,
nice.
Todd, where are you? Why are you doing the All-Star game, Todd?
I did another show this week, so I was locked into that, and they I think they're doing everything tomorrow.
Okay.
Everything tomorrow.
It's a one-day wonder, is it?
Yeah. I'm sure the players are annoyed by it.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, we got some ambient noise coming out of. Let me see something coming out of door number 3. Yep.
Yeah.
Ambient noise coming out of.
Those are not noise canceling. That's very annoying.
I guess. Is that your fan or air conditioning?
Well, who are you talking to?
You.
Me?
He lives in Canada.
I live in Canada. It's cold. It's wintry. There's polar bears everywhere.
Do you ever see a polar bear?
I have. Yes, I have. Yep.
Wow. Like just wildly?
Yeah, it was up in Hudson Bay, Churchill, Manitoba.
What were you polar bear hunting? What were you doing?
I was visiting a friend, and they took me out to the where the polar bears hang out, which is down by the dump.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They can get food there. That's why.
That's right.
See,
Cheap
right?
food,
See,
exactly.
the beauty on the outside is covered by the truth of them on the inside.
Correct.
It's just the
Correct.
code. It's just the coating that looks good.
Excuse me.
Any other bear, they're always eating garbage.
Todd, what are you drinking there? Is it wine? Is it a little aperitif? What is it?
It's a pineapple, coconut, rum
Smoothie?
martini.
And it's empty.
It's empty, and I'd have to.
Did we lose Lou somewhere? Is Lou not able to sign in
I'll
or
come
what?
back. So, Roland, have you
Who's
heard any? Have you heard any of the show or what?
No, not
No.
at all. Just now, yeah.
Rick, do you think Johnny Carson ever had a guest come on with his meal?
You know, probably 30
you say-
years. Maybe.
I bet you. Maybe. I bet you not.
Okay.
Because,
Am I being rude by eating and talking at the same time?
what are you eating? What are you eat? What are you eating?
Some salmon
Yeah.
and some vegetables.
All right. Where'd you get the
Very
salmon?
Canadian.
You're in Canada. What'd you do? Go to the store and just get some frozen salmon?
It's Pacific salmon, so it's caught. It's not farmed. Not farmed.
Good.
So it's pretty good. It tastes good.
Oh, I bet. Did you smoke it? How'd you?
No, just put it in the oven. Put like a dry rub on it with some brown sugar and some other.
I would have thought. I would have
yeah.
thought you went out there to that stream by your house and caught that thing fresh yourself. And
Well, I do have a stream out the back of my house that does salmon do spawn in it, or fish. I'm not sure if it's salmon, but
how
fish
did I
spawn
know
in it.
that?
I think I may have told you that story before.
No, I sort of guessed.
No, yeah. Well, if you're Canadian, three things are true. Salmon is plentiful, hockey is played all the time, and it's cold up here.
It's cold.
Do
So much
you
for the
ever-
air conditioning.
Do you ever have a summer?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But not nothing like Florida would have or California would have. Nothing that hot. No humidity, all that kind of crap. So
Right.
Ontario gets hot, like Toronto gets hot, has a pretty nasty summer.
You know what annoys
Yeah,
me?
it's
You know what
humid,
annoys me? No, you know what annoys me? Everything's got to relate to annoying
Yes, I understand.
tonight,
I
right?
understand.
It
That's
annoys me when we go so off topic. Trying to rein you guys in like a I need a lasso. Roland, do you wear cowboy boots?
never.
Oh,
Ask Joel Hahn.
How is
not me.
that on topic?
I love cowboy boots.
How is that on topic? That's what I
Okay,
want.
because what should be banned from the airport? Cowboy boots or mandals?
Or what?
Mandals.
Mandals.
Sandals that men wear.
Oh,
Mandals.
Like,
really?
who wants to see? I do not want to see some dude's claws, like his paws. I don't want to. I don't need to see it. First of all, they're rarely pedicured, so it's like primitive. Put some socks and shoes on. That's how I see it. Mandals should be illegal at the airport.
I disagree.
What?
I disagree.
Do you wear
It's
mandals
Canadian. What do you
I
want?
do. I do wear mandals. Yeah.
to the airport?
If I was in Florida, I would.
Oh, never. Never. People, your feet are meant for the beach, the shower, and bed. That's it.
Don't forget, you should show people your hairy knuckles.
Right.
So what's the topic? What did I miss? Because
Wait.
this.
That's the
I saw
topic. It's the
someone showed me her hairy knuckles.
There you go.
No annoyance, but yeah, we started the show with some stuff, and you'll have to go back to the beginning. Sure.
Rewind the videotape, please.
Okay, so but here, you know what? Oh, here for Roland. There.
Right.
There you go, Roland.
What is
And
that?
those aren't even. See, those are even a worse thing because Those to me are gym shoes or beach shoes or going to the shower, but they've become a fashion. And ugh.
You know what?
And don't wear socks with mandals.
I agree. That's a good. That's a bad look anytime. You're right.
Show them the other part.
And and if you want to get your feet breezed on, you don't need. Oh, there's the. Here we go. I can't stand when people wear slippers in the airport, in the street. I can't stand. It's like, did you just wake up and not take any thought to maybe putting on, regular shoes? Like this one was. This is a conscious effort on her part.
Sure it is.
They're comfortable, but they're still slippers. So, you know what it is? We have a very self-indulgent society. It's like whatever pleases me at the moment, whether it's aesthetically bothering to others, is more important.
It's the me, myself, and I generation.
It really is. It really is. I saw a shirt the other day. It's what did it say? I don't remember. So, all right. Since you're eating,
I'm almost done.
Since you're eating, what annoys me in a work mode, is people eating in the truck. Because eating allows any food, and there's a lot of stinky food with very spicy, and should not be allowed in a truck. If I ran a truck company, there would be no. You know what? Take 2 minutes or take 5 minutes and get out of your work seat and go relax and just get away from your workstation.
It's not that it's not that easy anymore.
No, it is. For 5 minutes, you can do it.
It's not that easy. They don't have a place. A lot of places that I was at for college football, we never had a place to go eat. You had to balance it out. And the thing I hate is balancing your meal on on your knee, because you don't even have a table or a chair
Don't
to sit
you find
on.
like a post or I always find something.
I ate standing up yesterday. I had like 5 minutes to eat. I had 5 minutes to eat, and I ate standing up.
My thing is go get the meal, because they got to get a meal. Go back to because I can't. Camera guys can't do that. They have to go back to their camera platforms or whatever it is. But if I can eat at now that everybody's 6 feet apart, it's much better.
Oh, but the smell is still in the truck. I disagree with. You should not have smells in the truck. It's just not. It's a work. It's a work environment.
Don't park next to the garbage then.
Well, I mean,
it's a work environment.
What smells? I mean, the deal is most people are.
Sometimes people bring spicy food in.
No, but most people are eating whatever they're providing, and that food isn't spicy. It's just like a sandwich.
No, they could order lunch or something out.
People I work with don't do that. We're all cheap.
TV people are some of the cheapest people.
They really are. They really are. I agree. I absolutely agree.
That's annoying.
Per diem savers. That's what they do.
Right, and unless I'm cooking in the room, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna eat. We've heard every gestation noise out of Roland tonight.
It's a lot of work getting that food in, I tell you.
Beverages, chewing, swallowing,
sneezing.
This is it. That's right. It's just a sign. You know what it is? It's a sign of how comfortable I am with this group. That's right. All right. Obviously, maybe the microphone is just too close to the fire. You know what? I think the microphone was sitting on my throat. So you heard
that's what I said earlier.
Okay, is this better?
That's
How's
what
this?
I was saying.
A little better?
Yeah, after our eardrums are already. Okay. I'm going to give him the one we started with. So, something, and you have a mustache, kind of. So you have a goatee.
Yeah.
So, you're probably more aware of trimming, but long nose hairs. When I look at somebody, and their hairs are so long that you could tie shoelaces with. I was trying to think of another joke, but I couldn't. And I went back to that one.
You can make shoelaces out of them.
Right. But, people, guys, like, you ever notice that? Like, you must be on top of it because you trim.
Yeah, I do. It's there.
Right.
It is. Yeah, it's there.
And the nose hairs are trimmed.
Well, thanks for noticing.
Right. So,
How about
because
at my age, I have to actually cut my eyebrows too. Because
you could use a little. You could use a little pluck. You could use a little pluck in there.
My brother has a complete, goes all the way across. He looks like
a unibrow.
Really?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it is.
Unibrow.
He's a hairy little bugger. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So he's got to trim his nose.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. So, Roland, anything about work annoy you? You don't have to name anybody, but anything about coworkers or.
No, I think in the last little while, people have actually stayed further apart from each other. Less of an issue. I mean, the issue is that you can't do your job, with your mask below your nose. It doesn't work out so well.
Why?
Because that's not why you need to wear a mask. So put the mask on, wear it properly.
Rick and I are in Florida now, where there's going to be no mask mandate.
Well, you want to talk about annoying?
Is he doing that?
What was that?
Seriously, is he doing that? Is he doing it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I already went. I went to
Walmart.
I went to Walmart today. I took my mask off, and I was just like,
"Are you here?
Slapping it. No, slapping it on people.
I think so.
I was slapping my mask on people.
I mean, all they've done is that companies are still requiring you to wear a mask to go in their stores.
That's what I would think.
Yeah,
it's just that there's no statewide mandate at this point.
Right. Well, a lot of states. Here comes Lou. Maybe he's ready. Give me a thumbs up, Lou, if you're ready. And no thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. And no thumbs up. We got a thumbs up. We got a thumbs up. We got a thumbs up.
Oh, there's Lou.
There he is.
Hey, he's not frozen.
Hey, he's in a bigger box too. What's going on here?
I have no idea.
No, that's just there. You go.
There we go.
There you go. Now
Good evening, boys and girls.
See, I could go like that, but
There we go.
yeah,
Todd likes to be Todd's the king.
we're not
He's the host. He is
tonight. Tonight.
That's right.
Tonight. Usually it's pretty equal, but tonight.
Todd would be the Chris Cuomo to everybody else. That's right.
That guy always got a puss on his face, Jeez, like.
Well, look now. How about the elephant in the room? How about his brother? Not doing so well.
You know what? That he is untouchable. That is
Governor Cuomo? No, he's gone. He's done. He's done. He's done.
Untouchable.
Okay.
No, he's done. Well, if he was Republican, you're right, but he's not. So
Nope.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What are you talking about? A Republican had to
you
step
can say
down.
grab him by the whatchamacallit, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You get elected president.
What would you rather do? Have someone say it, or have someone touch all the little girls, the way he
Allegedly.
He went like this.
Look at the videos. Look at the videos.
How many videos are there?
About
one.
40. Are you kidding? Every time he had as vice president, he had to swear in a new representative or something. The family would come and he'd put his hands on the kids. I mean, it's right in the video. I'm not going to get it for you right now, but it is right in the video.
I know what you're talking about, and personally, I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
No, then you haven't seen the right videos.
Yes, I have. He smells the girl's hair. He pats them on the shoulder. He's being grandfatherly. He's not.
What about the one where he puts his hands on the girl's chest?
Didn't see that one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You didn't. You only saw the ones that they want you to see. You didn't see the other ones, but they exist and they're out there and they're showing it. But that
obviously, Todd, we have not seen the same doctored videos that you have.
They're not doctors.
Sure they are.
What bothers me is educated people buying into some of this bullshit.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
things in general.
Roland, you gotta mute your mic when you do that.
Well, I did. I covered my mouth. What do you want?
You have a button on. You should have a button on your screen.
Hang on, right there.
Mute.
No.
Well, you were asking me what I'm talking about. Things that are presented by people that supposedly educated people do not.
Okay, I'm just
Follow.
gonna. Okay, we're just gonna stop that because that could be said by both sides about
Yes.
both sides.
Yes.
So-
I agree,
so-
but
so
you're
that's
asking me. You're asking us what bothers us, right?
Right? Yeah. What
Okay,
annoys
so
you?
that annoys me.
Right.
When
Right,
I meet somebody educated like you,
Yeah.
when you buy into some of this myth, and to me, it's not true.
And
The
do
facts.
you think I don't think the same about you guys? I just don't voice it. I totally
I'm
think
not-
the same thing.
Yes,
But-
but I'm not doing it to insult you. I'm just saying, in general.
No,
people-
I'm not insulted. I'm just saying you can't think that you're still right because other people think
well,
they're
you
just
can't
as
think
right.
you're right. You're right.
No,
that's for sure. We agree on
Right,
that. Absolutely.
Right. So because I could say the same thing. I think like how I can't believe how naive and ridiculous people are to believe things. So there's the
Agreed.
same point. There's the same point about both sides, and I think it's like I could understand it to like I don't get like, oh my God, I cannot believe you're so like that. Okay, but there are people like that, and I think those people are really lacking education because they're just defending something without even empathy to understand. Like, okay, but they're thinking they're so right and they're so smart because if they're right, then they're smart. That you are so wrong, and I just don't look at it that way.
Okay, that's fair. I can understand that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like I don't think someone is an imbecile for believing, but there are people that when they say what you said,
Some
people say it Some people say it in a condescending way.
That is true.
Hey, Todd, I got one question for you.
Yeah, Roland.
Did you believe anything about the March 4th date?
No,
Did you believe anything about it?
no, because I heard.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Right.
Did you believe the election was stolen?
Yes.
Yeah, well, even though
60 court cases
every state did their own thing, and every state ratified their vote. At what point? But they did.
Okay, but they had to because there's no forthcoming. Why not? And I will always stand by this. If you got nothing to hide, why not show everything? Show all the absentee ballots, show the voting machines. That's my only question. If you have nothing to hide, why did the Maricopa County election people refuse a government subpoena to turn over the ballots? They refused.
We went over this before.
Right.
Yeah.
So
but Todd, the subpoena came from a different government. It didn't come from their government.
It doesn't matter.
It came from somebody else. No, it's just because.
No, it came from Arizona. It came from Arizona. Roland, it came from Arizona.
Stop, Todd. Stop. All I'm trying to say is that other states with other agendas decided it was within their right
to petition.
To petition and they just said no. You don't have a right to look at this.
That's something else. That's
Todd. Okay, I'll give you another question.
Maricopa.
Todd, I want to look. I decide that I want to look at your bank account.
Right.
And you say no. Well, if there's nothing to hide, then why can't I look at your bank account?
Because that's none of your business. And
there we go. It's none of Arizona's business.
Roland,
Georgia decides.
Roland, you got to stop talking just to get your point because you're afraid to hear the point.
Oh, no, I can hear your point. Go ahead.
Okay. My bank account is not public. It doesn't affect the public. The ballots affect an election. That is completely different point.
I understand. If you were right, but there's 50 separate elections. 50 separate ones.
Okay, yes. And Maricopa, it was the Arizona subpoena, my only question, if you got nothing to hide, show it. That's it. Just show it.
But if you have no right to see
you have
it,
no
then
right to- no
then
stance.
it doesn't matter what you think is hiding or not hiding. If you have no right to see it, you have no right to see it.
Who said you have no right to see? Who doesn't
The-
have a right to see the ballots?
The-
They're ballots that
They
that
are-
affect an election. I'm sorry, you have the right.
Maricopa County is in the state of which state? Georgia?
Arizona.
Arizona.
Okay.
Which
So-
which brings the question, which Roland is saying, does the state of Georgia have the right to go to the state of Florida and demand to see their books?
That's decided for the court, but that's not what happened with Maricopa County. It was an Arizona subpoena.
Wait,
So
but
don't
did it
mix
come-
up. Don't mix
No,
up.
no,
it's
hang on.
Hold on. Go ahead.
I'm hearing you. Go ahead. I'm hearing you.
Go ahead, Todd.
Okay. It's Arizona subpoena to Maricopa County, Arizona election board. That's it. There's no.
Election board? It come from the government of Arizona or the Republican side of
No.
Arizona?
It doesn't matter. A subpoena is a subpoena. It doesn't matter. If you get subpoenaed for court by
And you're-
one witness
Todd,
over another, yeah,
You are correct.
right.
And the state of Arizona threw it out.
They didn't. I don't know if they threw it out, but there's. I don't know if they threw it out. They just did not. No, they never threw it out. Because then it turned out that they have to turn them over. It's just so late now. It doesn't matter. But
So you still think that Trump's
I think
Trump
when you're
lost the election because it was stolen, not because it was legitimate.
Look, come on, the guy can't even talk. Who voted? Who do you think people got out and voted for him? I mean, seriously,
They voted against Trump. It could have been a glass of water.
Roland, all these senators and in those states that he lost that were Republican, when you have all senators and congressmen, it's a down the party and they all win and then the president loses.
What does that tell you? What does that tell you, though?
It tells you that there was something wrong with
that. Trump as president was so repugnant. He actually he was. He just was for many people. That's why he won by 8 million votes. 8 million votes, Todd.
Okay.
I think this has been solved. On February 26th, Maricopa County voted to turn over ballots in the November general election to the Senate and provide access to voting machines. So it's a moot point.
Right, but it's not a moot point because they got away with not having to do it before the Electoral College was done. So they were able to delay it. Why? I don't know what's going on with the courts, but why? But it just proves that they have to turn over the votes. But now it's February 25th. No one cares. But maybe they'll count them and maybe we won't even know what happens. But they had to answer that subpoena. And there's a lot of things that just should have been more forthcoming, and they weren't. They were all hidden.
Have you boys discussed the January 6th insurgents?
Not yet. I haven't.
I'm not even going to comment on it because you
Okay,
guys
I'm
you guys are going to be headline speakers. So go ahead, speak your headline, and then
I thought it was. No, never mind.
I have no comment on it. I'm not. You guys can talk about it. I have no comment. And you know what? I feel bad that I don't know. Well, you know what? I'm not going to get into the conversation because if you haven't seen all the news and all the interviews and all the videos, just the ones that the networks you watch, then I can't have a conversation with you because you've only seen one side. So, which is a side I've seen also, plus the other sides. So I can't converse with people who haven't seen both sides.
Fair enough.
So yeah, and also this is kind of annoying. So when it was over, whatever I believed, whoever won the election, whatever, I was done. I wasn't going to be one of those with the Trump derangement syndrome, hating the world and complaining every time. Like, you know what? I'm just watching the market. I'm going to try to do what I got to do. He's president, whatever. I'm not obsessed with it, but there's still people obsessed with Trump. It's unbelievable. He's not even the president.
Equally with Biden, too.
What are you talking about?
People are obsessed with Biden, too.
Maybe, but I don't get into it, so I don't follow it. So I don't, and I'm sure there are. But what I'm saying is I can't be that. I can't go on the other side and be that. I don't want to. I got other things to think about then I'm thinking, oh my God, these people who are so obsessed with Trump for 4 years, 24 hours a day, how did they live? Like, were they waking up with anxiety every day?
So
Like,
are you saying that they're obsessed because they still hate him, or are they obsessed because they still think he's the president?
no, they need something to blame, and I don't know if it's they're blaming him, but do they think that's going to make their life better by blaming or just getting it out? Like, yeah, I put him down. I'm telling everybody how bad he is. You know, I'm telling everybody that he sucks while he's at his Mar-a-Lago estate and playing golf on one of his many golf courses that he owns. You know, but he's the idiot. You know, and I want to get that out there because I'm envious of a guy like that, and I got to try to take him down verbally and make him look like a dope. And he must be, even though he's got that big estate and all those golf courses and buildings that he owns. But he's the dope. So I feel good now, and I'm going to keep complaining about him so people know how doofy he is.
Okay.
You're more sensitive than you should be about that.
No, people are deeply affected. They can't stop. They just can't, you know. Even the news can't stop.
They can't let it go.
He
Well,
hasn't
guess-
been in the news.
I guess you could say, Todd, is that people are now who couldn't get him before, are now able to get him because he doesn't have the protection that the president.
What do you mean by get him?
Yeah,
Well,
Roland, what do you mean on that?
The taxes that now the New York State now has on him, and then the charges against him with regards to influencing the vote in Georgia. Mm-hmm. Is that what you're talking about, Todd, or something else? Just people in general?
No, I think he's talking about people in general.
Right.
Okay.
Picturing him.
I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that. Now maybe I'm not. I don't have my ear to the.
You know what?
To the grindstone, but
Frankly,
it's gonna. Oh yeah. What? Lou?
It's been refreshing not hearing from him.
yeah,
And I'm just
actually
saying
kind of boring. As a
Well,
matter
you
of
don't.
fact.
You don't hear from your president now, so. There you
I
go.
was not talking about our president. I was talking about the former president.
I know.
He's
I know.
not being heard, so he's not being
Okay.
bashed.
Okay. What do you think about?
His
What do you think
microphone
about?
is gone.
Wait a second. What do you think about? And and I want you to open your minds. I don't want you to have your first thought of negativity. I want you to open your mind and be clean and clear. Okay. What do you think about a president who refuses to face the press for 2 months right now, and another president who, even while he was getting badgered, was giving 7 press conferences a week? Wouldn't you think he would be afraid of the questions if he wasn't?
No, because
Exactly.
he referred to every question as a lie.
No.
But the issue, Todd, is that America doesn't revolve around Biden, whereas before America did revolve around Trump. Around Trump, and he made it that way.
Good
Biden
point.
doesn't need the press for you guys to continue going forward. You guys are doing a great job. There's 2 million injections a day with regards to the vaccine. That's tremendous.
Really
It's
is.
tremendous.
Now I'll give
You know,
credit.
he doesn't need to be out in front. He doesn't.
At
You
least
know, honestly, your day, every day, should not be determined by what your president wakes up to every day.
Oh my God! Of course you should. You should be worried about
No.
your country.
Your country's doing just fine. Actually, there's more. There should be more. What's the word I'm looking for? More hope that
Again,
America.
Lou,
the last 4 years, America did pretty good,
All right, Roland.
regardless of him.
Yes, Pat.
regardless of him.
Right.
He had nothing to do with it.
No, I said that America thrived regardless of Trump's ability to want to capture all the press, and having to be out in front.
And who had something to do with it thriving?
I think America. I think the country.
Not the president. Not the president.
No,
I'll
not so much.
give him
No.
credit. I'll give him credit in certain areas. He accepted a market that was doing well, continued the growth of the market. I'll give him credit for that. Mm-hmm. I will even go to the extent to give him credit that he at least got the vaccine process going that normally would have taken 4 or 5 years. I'll give him that credit. Mm-hmm. But in certain other areas, I do not give him credit.
That's with everybody. I don't think if you give someone credit.
But everybody's complaining the gas prices have gone up. It's Biden's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said
Biden's
that.
fault.
Yeah.
It's not Biden's fault. It's the economy. And it's not reflecting the administration. It's what is happening.
The economy's good. Let's hope it's not in trouble.
Right. It's good.
It's not in trouble. In fact, it's probably better now than it ever was.
No, the stock market's getting killed. They
Today?
did something. No,
Today?
the last few days it was a horror
Not
show.
on Saturday.
Not on Saturday. It was a
What
horror
about
show.
what about you talking like Bitcoin? You know what you're talking about?
That's freaky.
Do you have any money in Bitcoin? By chance?
I do.
No.
Do you? Good for you. That's
Yeah, I
awesome. When did you buy it?
I have 0.000007.
Yeah, it's still worth
Bitcoin.
probably still worth $100,000 though.
Yeah.
But I have because I looked at these coins. They go from 2 cents to 80 cents to $10, and so I have 2 coins. I have about 100,000 coins of one, and it's like 70,000 of another. So
Okay,
just-
you're
yeah,
doing
he's-
okay. So you get out, go get rich. You know,
they're worth
you probably are
about
rich.
they're worth about 40 cents.
No,
No. You want them to hit $10. You hit $10, and
Hit the jackpot.
So it's not Bitcoin. It's another cryptocurrency, though, right?
yeah, there's hundreds of them.
I'm going to give you a stock.
I had Litecoin. I dumped it. I bought Ethereum just recently.
I'm going to give you all a stock tip.
Yeah. Okay.
Write this down. PGYNF. Ancilla Energy. ANSILA Energy. They are about to discover natural gas in 5 tracts that they were awarded by the British government in
Really?
the North Sea. Check them out. They're called the Ancilla Engineering. That's all.
Did you buy it?
I got
shit,
2,000
that's
shares of it.
Nice.
What's the shares? What are the shares selling at right now?
15 cents.
That's
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
not
You
bad.
never know. You know if they hit, it goes to $10. You know, and higher.
That's
I
right.
mean, look at what things have done. Things have gone.
So
out the
Lou,
door.
Lou, do me a favor. What was that again?
Ancilla. ANSILA.
PGYNF, right?
Right? PGYNF.
Okay, hang on. I'm trying to write this down. So,
And it's Ancilla Engineering.
and how you spell it? Ancilla, A-N?
Alpha Nov ASINLA. Ancilla. ANSILA. Ancilla.
Okay, what's the stock?
PGNYF.
PGNYF.
NYF. PGNYF. Okay, what's the other one?
That's it.
Okay. Oh, there's 2 of them, right?
Okay, and, the symbol is that of Ancilla.
Okay.
Ancilla Engineering is
What stock market is it on?
Where the hell do I find it? They're out of Australia. I'm looking it up myself, to be honest with you.
All right, so let me go back to
Go ahead.
my annoyance stuff while you're looking that up. Where'd Roland go?
He went to make
I
an
heard him
order.
dump out. Yeah. Yeah.
Where'd Roland go?
He's making a buy as we speak.
I don't know where Roland went, but I don't think he's going to get right back in just because he shows back up. I mean, come on. I mean, does he deserve that?
I can either talk to you or get rich, but I can't do both.
A loser.
Right. All right. So here, because Roland was eating, I am going to ask him, does it, when I get soup at a restaurant, I hate when they give me a teaspoon. Like, or
a soup spoon.
I want a soup spoon,
Sure.
right?
Or a large spoon. You know, it doesn't have to be a small spoon, but you want a larger spoon.
Right. But I don't want a large spoon when they give me a coffee either.
Well, exactly. You
You
know.
know, that's kind of annoying.
Hey, have you been watching this show with Stanley Tucci on CNN? It's tremendous.
On
Great
CNN. What kind of show?
It's
Stanley
called
Tucci?
Stanley Tucci's Italy, I think it's called, isn't it?
Yeah.
On CNN?
It's unbelievable. It's tremendous.
It's like what kind of show is it?
It's a half hour. It's a 1 hour documentary. Stanley Tucci searching for Italy. It's on rate.
It's like a travel show.
Great show.
Yeah, well, it's like Anthony Bourdain. Remember Anthony Bourdain before he killed himself?
He'd go around the world. And
So Stanley Tucci
is
is his mom and his father are both Italian, and he speaks the language, and he's going around to. This is during the pandemic, just before the pandemic, and he's just going to all these different regions within Italy, learning about the food, where all this food came from, and also the history of food in Italy. It's tremendous. He does a great job. It's on again in your neck of the woods at 11 o'clock your time on CNN. You'll love it. There's 3 episodes in a row coming up. You should watch it. Highly recommend it. And then the other one is
like a travel show.
Yeah, it's a travel cooking show.
It's like
Andrew Zimmer.
On CNN. Wow.
Yeah, it's tremendous.
It's amazing.
I know you don't watch CNN, but if you did,
There is some entertainment
Do you
there.
have an Apple TV?
and then the other one is the Lincoln show, the Lincoln thing, searching. Sorry,
Yeah.
What
Lincoln thing.
making log cabins?
No, see again. You might.
Open your eyes.
Hang on. Remember, you asked us to open our eyes a while ago.
Lincoln logs. You said Lincoln.
No, not Lincoln Logs. Hang on, I'm trying to.
Rick, what did you say?
If you have an Apple TV or something, or a CNN app, you can go into the shows and watch the series from the beginning. Yeah, because it's otherwise you got to catch it live. But
And Stanley Tucci just decided to do it, huh?
Yeah, he's great. He's tremendous.
he's doing a great job. It's a great series. And it makes you hungry.
Simple food, Todd. Simple food.
Yeah.
And who doesn't love
Exactly.
Italian?
That's what he
Who doesn't
says.
love
He
Italian?
says it's
Who doesn't
simple
love
food.
Italian food? Paulina.
Why is my headset not working?
It's called Lincoln Divided We Stand. That's also on CNN. And they kind of run together. So the first run are on Sunday nights at 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock your time, Todd.
What is Lincoln Divided We Stand about?
That it's all about Lincoln, about how he became president, and then the Civil War. They're just getting into the Civil War on Sunday, and how he became president. And then don't forget, 7 states seceded from the Union, and when he was inaugurated, Jefferson Davis was also inaugurated in the South.
Oh.
Right? So it's pretty good. It's very, very good. If you want to learn
It's like they had 2 countries.
Well, exactly, because 7 states seceded from the Union as a result of Lincoln becoming president.
Yep.
Oh, that he became president and they left.
That's right. Well, the problem is there was a belief that, and Lincoln believed this and other people, that if you didn't allow slavery to expand further north, that just by stopping it from doing that slavery itself would run its course, and then also it would die off. And then the South didn't believe that.
Right.
And then there was a proposed law in the Kentucky. Sorry, is it the Kentucky? I may be getting this wrong, but the
Derby?
no, there's another landmass of population to the north, and the idea was that
Manitoba?
no, not that far north. But the idea was that people could then believe what they wanted to believe about slavery, that rather than outlawing slavery, people could believe and not do it, or people could believe and have slaves. And that's where Lincoln kind of drew his line in the sand.
So what about the slaves going on now, like in Africa and stuff? How come no one does anything about that?
Dr. Seuss tried, and look what happened to him.
No, but really, there's all this talk about the past. How come there's no talk about the present?
Are there slaves in Africa that we're talking about?
Of course, they kidnap people. They have that
that's slightly
Boko Haram group.
Boko Haram, yes, exactly.
Yeah,
yes.
they make them slaves, and I'm sure it's going on in other countries. And there's whether it's slavery or just low labor, because these dictators make them work. So it's pretty close to slavery. But
yeah, they also rape the girls, and they also do unspeakable things.
Yeah,
but
so I'm saying is no one does anything about it. It's people want to complain about the past, but why don't they just you can't fix the past. Why don't you fix
No,
the
no.
present?
America sent troops in to go get all these girls at one point in time, a little while ago, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
But
Yeah, am I right? Yeah, like this is like during the Obama presidency, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
It wasn't.
They went-
It certainly wasn't during the Trump presidency.
They went
but-
to Niger.
Yeah, and then it just happened again recently. But again, it's the countries are trying. Nobody at this point has been able to find these girls and then and go and rescue them. But there are things being done to go and solve that problem. But they're doing things about it, Todd.
so human trafficking and sex trafficking, that's like minimal, right? There's like nobody.
Oh no, have you been
sold
to
into slavery?
Have you been to a bathroom in any airport? If you go to any
Yeah, but
airport,
if there's no hole in the
I
wall,
see nothing.
if there's no,
I see
there's
nothing.
no hole
I
in the
know.
wall, I walk away.
Exactly. And if the partitions go all the way down to the floor, that you can't touch feet. I know. But the thing is, no, there's a whole bunch of signs.
I was in a bathroom in a gay club in West Hollywood. I went to the bathroom. I was in the stall. I hear a knock on the door. Can I help you? I'm okay in here.
Okay.
So
No,
wait.
no,
So
really,
what
you
about
have
the
to help.
bathroom? Right.
But
What
there's
about
all these signs now about human trafficking. If you're am I right? I've seen that. You guys seen that?
Yes, it's true.
Yes.
It's true.
You close the door and now all this
business.
reading materials in front of you.
It's slavery. It's still
Yeah,
exists.
it's still there.
what I'm saying is that people are more concerned about the past than they are about making sure it doesn't happen anymore and writing things now.
No, I think I've never saw those signs before. Now I'm seeing them, so that tells me that people are concerned about the present, not about what happened in the past. They're trying to prevent it from happening.
I to bring up something earlier, I could put a sign out on the door of the truck that says "No food or drinks allowed."
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? Signs mean nothing without enforcement.
Well, if you own the truck, you can do that. If the truck guy say you can't eat in my truck.
I'm talking about the TV. Yeah, but I'm talking about the TV trucks. What we were talking about earlier.
Right.
People ignore the sign. So if a sign is not enforced, you can put up a million signs.
Sure.
But
if the truck guys put up the sign, then
People ignore stop signs.
because it's their truck. It's not your truck. You
right.
just don't want it in your area.
I'm just saying putting those signs up. Right.
Right.
But putting those signs up with human trafficking.
Oh, I see.
I don't think they're really gonna.
What's working for me? You got my attention. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Another investment for you guys.
Maybe
Yes, sir.
maybe I didn't see him because I'm like wanting to deny anything that I'm involved in.
That's right. Anyway, highly recommend the Stanley Tucci thing. Very good. And
Yeah.
Lincoln Divided We Stand.
Great.
Great
They're both
show.
great.
Great show.
They're both great.
What's your stock tip?
It's not a stock. It's another crypto. NFT. Look that up. NFT crypto. And it's a new way of paying for things. And videos are going to sell videos. And they're selling all this stuff to to kids and stuff. And
Really?
it's supposed to be the next thing. The next thing. Yeah.
That's the next thing. When is that next thing supposed to be next?
No, I said it's supposed to be the next thing. I even see NBC starting to talk about it.
Really? Wow.
Seriously.
NFT cryptocurrency.
Yep, NFT. Just do a Google search for it, or duck search, or whatever you guys use.
Where is the parent firm located?
I don't remember. I haven't looked. I just started now looking into it.
Wow.
And not one of you can actually, because I know I can't explain Bitcoin mining. Can you?
No,
It's
have no
incredible. They
clue.
have these machines going.
I just read about it.
What are they looking for? What are they looking for? What are they mining?
They're creating
What?
creating the elements to put a Bitcoin together. And apparently, whoever owns Bitcoins, a physical Bitcoin, because there's not that many of them, they've limited, and apparently they also take a lot of power, like a lot of computer power.
I just said that.
To create it.
Yeah, I just said that. They use a lot of power, a lot.
A non-fungible token.
So that's what they're
There you go,
mining.
Lou. Yeah.
They're mining pieces.
Well, the thing that I wrote, the thing that I read, I should say, the mining of Bitcoins was something I didn't expect. Apparently, there are a ton of computer things that happen with every transaction of a Bitcoin, and it's that mining, and people do this on their own as a result of, and they get promises. They get promised for a certain percentage of a Bitcoin if they do all this. So again, it didn't make a lot of sense to me, but again, not something I have. So, but Todd, you have a cryptocurrency, but you don't have Bitcoin. Is that right?
I have 0.000007. Yeah.
Of a Bitcoin?
Todd, do you have anything else?
I think it's like worth $123. You know, so but people made a lot of money with it.
Yeah, yes, they have.
I played golf with a guy 2 years ago, and he was telling me about Bitcoin, and I was laughing at him. But this guy is now a multi-millionaire.
The kid that told me about Bitcoin said to me when it was $4,000, you should invest in this. I put money in it, and he says you should invest in this, and he keeps coming back at me and saying, "See, I told you. See, I told you." And he's the one that told me about the NFT. He says that's the next thing.
Yeah, the guy that I was laughing at, the Bitcoin was at $2,000 at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I think what's it now? 40? Is it 40,000 now?
There's only
50,
one person
50.
laughing. There's only one
50.
person laughing. Roland, there's only one person laughing, and that's that guy on the way to the bank.
Oh, absolutely. This guy literally did not have a pot to piss in, but he had a bunch of money in Bitcoin, and look where he is now. That's Todd, are you going to be in the bubble for the NCAA tournament?
I'm doing NBA.
Oh, you're in NBA. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm good. I don't know if any tournament people are going to the bubble.
Oh, really? Okay.
I thought CBS was going to ask me, but they, I guess all their football people are available now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they've also said that the people who are doing the bubble in the tournament can't do the Masters. So they've for whatever reason, they've had to split even more at CBS between people that they would have used for both are now only being used for one.
Todd, you get your second half schedule of NBA?
I got the dates.
Yeah, we got ours the other day too.
But I'm in Atlanta. That's. Are you?
Yeah, a couple.
Are you in Atlanta right now, Todd?
No.
Are you working out of Atlanta or what?
No, I just came back because we did some Bleacher Report show.
I got two guys in my crew who are working in Atlanta for the NBA.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it's all tomorrow.
Yep.
All tomorrow. They're doing. I don't know what events they're doing. I don't even pay attention. I'm sure the players are not happy about it. I'm sure they would have liked some time off. Next time we should try that group thing, and because you could probably get more people, that can't figure out the other thing. The way you did that group chat today. That's
it's a messenger video. That's all it is.
Right.
Yeah.
But are you limited? Are you limited on messenger video?
No.
No, because
It's just a chat.
But I think it's easier for people to get on.
Yes.
But you can't record it like you can record this, Todd, and play it back immediately.
No, but that would be more of just a conversation with. Roland, when are you working next?
Masters. For me, it's the Masters. So I'm off for a month. So I leave on the 2nd of April. At least at this point, it's the 2nd of April. So I'll be leaving.
Yeah, my next gig's 11 March.
Yeah, because they're off until next week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. Rick, anything going on with you?
Nah.
No.
Nothing.
What were you in Tampa for?
Yankees.
Well, you
Spring training game.
Who's the new director?
How about you?
Dan Barr. It's a nice
Who's
guy.
producing?
Troy.
Troy?
Yeah, Troy.
Because they let
Weren't
they let
you
John
doing
Moore.
Judge Judy?
I'm out of that. No, not Judge Judy. I was doing People's Court.
Oh, People's Court. Yeah.
And he was found guilty.
What happened? New people?
Let me tell you what happened. I'll give you this scenario right here, and this is one thing. One reason why I like unions. But
Is this why you're annoyed? Is this why you're here?
I'm annoyed because people's court lied to me. I mean, that's really the bottom line. They lied to everybody. What they did is they paid us some PPP funds, okay, and then they said they wanted the money back. That they were giving all the money back, and then they said, okay, we're gonna let you. We're gonna work. We're gonna start the production, and we're only gonna pay you an 8-hour day, okay. So,
Right.
and an 8-hour day, and then there was overtime, and so they paid us an 8-hour day. They paid our benefits at straight time, not on negotiated rates, which we've been doing for years and years and years.
Right.
So they did that without the union. They did that. They just decided we're going to do all this. I mean, you're going to pay us back and this and that. They made a deal with me when they decided to go back into production and needed somebody to build the show.
Right.
They didn't have a TD to do it, obviously. So they were doing all the virtual stuff virtual. She's coming back in April. So they asked me to come up and test this equipment and try and do this and build all these feeds to go different places. And
Right.
I said, I will do it, but I am very worried. We're in a pandemic. I said, if you want me to come do this, then I will do it, but I have certain stipulations. I need car transportation to and from the airport, plane ticket, transportation to the studio, hotel, and whatnot. So they agreed to everything.
Right.
And they traveled me. They traveled me up until late October, and there was talk about me traveling in November. Then they reneged on the deal. They said, we're not going to do this anymore. We can't afford it. And well, what happened was they also they wanted me to quarantine in a hotel for 2 weeks. And so I had 35 days in a hotel, which they never paid me for. So the union found out.
What?
And they said, oh, yeah, they didn't pay me. They didn't pay me for travel. They didn't pay me for
Half
all
day
this
rates.
time.
Yeah.
They didn't pay half-day rates. They didn't pay, and it's in the union contract. I didn't sign the contract. They did. They're the signatory. So
yeah. Was this a crewing company that crewed you, or you did this individually?
I'm hired by People's Court.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So they use Cast and Crew as their payroll company, but
Right.
I mean, that we have a production manager. He logs our hours. He knew what was overtime, and they haven't paid the benefits of the overtime, and they haven't paid us
Right.
any of our full money again. So in other words, it was scale, and we were earning like a couple $100 over scale, some of us. So the union, all the IATSE unions are filed a grievance against People's Court. They terminated me. They basically said we have to dismiss you, and I said, okay, why you dismissed me? I was smarter than they were. There's some court show, let me tell you. But I was smarter than they were. I said to them, why are you dismissing me? I need to know so I can tell unemployment. And they put it in writing. They put it in writing that they dismissed me for financial reasons, that they can't afford to bring me up anymore, which they can't do. Because Article 15 of our contract says you can't dismiss, after you start traveling someone, you can't dismiss them because you have financial reasons. You can't dismiss them for financial reasons. So they not only broke our payroll and contributing to the benefit plan, they broke they broke 3 or 4 things in the union contract, and then there's me. So I'm number 4. And so the union has hired an attorney to go after them.
Right.
For me. They offered me a lousy
Settlement.
2 weeks. Yeah, a lousy 2 weeks at full pay and benefits. The union contract calls for more than that. So the union laughed at them and said, no, they want at least 8 or 9 weeks is what they want. A week for every year. A week for every year, which would help. And then
were you classed as full time with these guys? Is that what it was? Or
you're perma freelance. No one's full time.
So how many years have you been working for them?
9 years, but 8 under the union, 8.5 under the union contract.
Hey, he was porking Judy Shineland.
Yeah.
Really? Good for you. Good for you.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Our judge is Marilyn Millian. She's very sweet. She's nice. I told her what happened. She says, I can't believe it.
So was the union just going after the production company or what?
They're going after people's court, the production company. Yeah.
Right. Wow.
But not only me, I'm not the only one that they're representing. They're all
Right.
600 IOC 600, 700, and I think there's another one in there. And
So
I even
what-
think DGA is going to go.
So
after
are they just not doing any production at this point? Or
No, they're doing production. They're doing production.
Well, who's doing
So-
it? And then
They
again,
brought it. There was a guy that used to replace me, but he
Right.
never did all the feeds. Well, he only
Right.
did the simple show that was a split
Right.
screen and camera cuts. That's
Ready
4
one,
camera
take
cuts.
two.
Yeah, exactly. That's all he could do. He was a soap opera TD, and I don't want to talk bad about him, but
No,
he's not
no.
a TD. He's not
a
a
sport.
TD.
He's a sport.
Yeah. So
Studio
what happened?
person on remote.
Yeah, exactly. So what happened is they wanted me to train him. I said, I'm not training a guy to replace me. I'm not going to do it. So that's when this all sort of started. And then they found out they had to pay me 35 days and per diem and this, and they were pissed. But you know what? That's not my fault. I didn't sign the contract. They signed it.
no, that's
You know?
right.
Yeah, it's their
Did we lose
problem.
Todd? I think we lost Todd.
Yeah, we lost Todd. I mean, it happened last time also.
Okay, so let's get back to
Yeah.
Now that he's gone.
So, yeah, now that he's done. Now, let me tell you what I'm angry about. So,
Go ahead.
no, seriously, I'm
Yeah,
not angry about that. So it's just that, all the unions have filed a grievance against them. I filed a grievance once they dismissed me, and I knew they were going to be playing games with me. And I said, that's it. I don't care. I'm at the age where I don't care anymore. I'm 65
Right.
years old.
Okay.
Thankfully, I've had very good investments, and I've done okay for myself. And I don't have to worry about these assholes. Excuse my language, but you know what? And this is the world. Our world is so different now. It really, really is. It's just different. But this TD, that she's going to come back in April. They're going to want to change these feeds. And this TD ain't going to be able to figure it out. He's just not that type of guy. So when I left, they were like, I was told the director was like blaming me. Oh, Rick did this and Rick didn't do this and Rick and I can't call Rick and this and that. It's like,
Yeah, I
not
can't.
my
Yeah,
fault.
that's right.
Not my
Exactly.
fault. Yeah, you got yourselves to blame, not me.
Well, I mean,
They got the
but
deal.
clearly they're still doing it. The only
They're
issue
doing
now
it.
is just,
They figured it out. I mean,
so the TD that's working there doesn't have to quarantine because he's going to and from his own place. Is that right?
yeah, he's going to and from his own place. He's in New York, and if you're in New York, here's the thing. This is the thing I'm going to throw out there.
Right.
But if you're in New York, you can do 3 days, and they test you at people's court. They put the thing up your nose and
Right.
and
Yeah.
do the
That's
test
good.
everything.
That's
And I can
good.
get a test here and travel, and I
Right.
have 3 days, so I can get a
Yeah.
test here. It's not a problem. So they had no right to dismiss me. I mean, they would have sat me down like a gentleman and said, "How can we work this out?" I probably would have worked it out with them, but they didn't. They wanted to be assholes. So now you can pay.
So-
It's the old story. You can pay now, you can pay later. But
So
what I was going to say is, I have a very good friend who at DAZN, DAZN, and she was just here in Miami for a fight, and I said to her, "How the hell are you going back and forth?" Because she lives in London.
Right.
And I've worked for them in London, and that's how I know her. And I've been, so she's heads up all the boxing. So I said to her, "How are you going back and forth?" And she says, I'm essential. I'm essential to the broadcast. The CDC allows us to come and go.
Yes.
So why
I'm
aren't
quite-
I
right.
essential? Why aren't I essential or anybody else? You know what I'm saying? That's an argument I'm going to fight with them when it gets to court. If it ever gets to court, that's going to be a valid argument. If you would have investigated it, I can travel. I can do this. I can do that. It's not a problem.
Yeah,
And I can get tested in Florida.
CBS
You have to let me do it.
Yeah. CBS made us essential people because we were going to have to do a show at Army and Navy, do the Army
There you
Navy
go.
show from the Army facility at West Point.
Right.
So they made us essential service. So now essential worker, not essential worker.
Right.
So I have that. That's when I leave and come back home to Canada, I'm going to use that as the reason why I don't need to quarantine, because I'm considered classed as an essential
Exactly.
worker. So now in Canada, they're like, well, just because you're classed as an essential worker in the United States does not mean that we class you as one here. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, you got to fight with them on that. But
Yeah,
you live,
that's
you're allowed to go.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
allowed to go home. Yeah, so that's
So
the thing. So that's
the thing I was
yeah.
asking, or going to ask, is
Tom.
who paid for the hotel room?
She's back.
People's Court. People. Yeah.
So
People's Court,
obviously,
they paid everything. They agreed to it.
and they did, but they did pay.
Months. They did it for 6 months, and then
why would you pay for a room for a guy that you didn't think you had to pay for at all?
That's right.
And the answer is because we put him in a room.
Yeah, they put me in a room.
We said he had to go there, and he had to quarantine for whatever it was.
How is that my fault?
Yeah, well, it's right. But the point is that they understood that end of the responsibility. They understood that they had to pay their bills.
Yeah,
so they're just choosing not to pay your bill.
At the time, it made economic sense to them.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and when I became non-valuable, the show was built. They figured, we'll let this guy come in and see if he can figure out the show. And between the director and him, they figured it out. But he's not. He didn't know my macros. He didn't know how it was built. He didn't know why this did that. He just didn't know. And I had things labeled, and I did a video like in July of how things worked. I don't know why I did it. I was asked to do it, and I did it.
Right.
But I had tweaked things that affected other things that he didn't have, and. Like, he called me up and says, "Well, can you tell me what your macros do?" I said, "No." I said, "I can't. There's nothing against you." I said, "Howard," his name is Howard. I said, "There's nothing against you, Howard. I mean, but
hey, if they paid the bill, I might have a different opinion, but right now I don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? It's like, and here's the other thing. I mean, what the other IATSE guys, the camera guys, are pissed about is they cut everyone's salary down the scale and only an 8-hour day. But the freelancers they brought in, they paid them the full rate. And they got their overtime.
Wow.
So how is that fair? How is that fair?
Well, it's not fair, but you're going to have to, legally, they're going to have to go through it because, you know, they treated people differently and they shouldn't have because everybody's doing the same work.
Yeah, I'm working with all my crew and going through PPI.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we went through a payroll company, but that's what Ralph Edwards Stu Billet Productions did. I mean, we're paid by casting crew, but the production company is Ralph Edwards. So People's Court, I mean, I don't want to badmouth them. Don't get me wrong. I mean, but they just weren't. They weren't ethical. And they weren't honorable.
If they don't pay their bills, then you have a right to be angry with them.
Yeah, I'm not angry. I'm just, it's just not that. It's just.
No,
they had no right.
Agreed,
there was no union. They agreed. That's exactly right.
They tried to change the game midfield.
That's right, which I can't do according to the union contract that they signed.
Yeah.
Article 15 of our contract says they can't dismiss me.
Where's Todd? Todd's doing housework while he's waiting for
the bathroom.
There he is. Hey, Todd, how are you, buddy?
I just noticed that show is going to be on CNN, but it's at the same time New Girl is on. So,
So you're conflicted.
It'll rerun.
Not at all. I know exactly where I'm going.
Get an app.
I bet you can record one and watch the other. I bet you know how to do that.
Yeah. I'm busy watching the Woody Allen Mia Farrow.
That's something.
Really? Oh, I haven't seen that one. Hey, how about Todd? How about Tiger Woods there, Todd? How about that?
He was on his way to see Drew Brees.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. He was. Yeah.
Well, he was going to see him. He was doing a video piece for Golf TV. So.
There's the Mia Farrow Woody Allen thing. So supposedly he was having an affair with another high. You saw it, Lou?
Saw episode
I heard
1. I haven't seen episode 2 yet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he was having an affair with this cute blonde, but she was like from 17 to age 23. So he did and I'm thinking, I remember dating an underage girl one time, and she was like yelling, "Wah, wah, wah, wah." I was like, "Ah, man, I wish you were old enough to talk."
Hey, Todd, your mother came on.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I see. So, yeah, about time. Remember she was busy. So what
have we solved all the things you're angry about yet, Todd, or what?
Oh no, it's going to be a book. It's going to be a book coming out.
A coffee table book, or just like a real book?
Oh no, there's No, there's a series from my How to Lose Friends and Criticize People. You know, there's going to be a whole series of chapters, and there's a lot coming out. So
Very nice. Very
yeah,
nice.
yeah. Hopefully, you'll buy one. It'll come in tandem with Lou's book.
So when you're in Atlanta, do you get to see Gerchikoff very often?
Yeah, I saw Sean the other day. But
Tell him I
busy.
said hi. Tell him I
busy.
said hi. Yeah.
What are you, my boss?
No, I'm just asking you to pass on a personal,
No.
Hi, how you doing?
Please tell him to say hi. Please tell him I say hi. There's his book. Please
that's
tell him
it.
I say
Okay.
hi.
Oh,
Tell him to
all
say
right,
hi.
all right.
Tell him to say hi is.
Yeah, just tell him I said hi. That's right. That's right. Now, I didn't mention to you, but I probably should have, that when you do
Good
say
book.
hi, Roland says hi, just make sure you're outside swinging distance when you say it, okay?
Oh, he's not a big fan of you. Huh?
No, he's okay. He's a good guy.
He is a good guy. He is a good guy.
Very funny. Very, very funny.
Oh. Sean, I like Sean. Sean is very funny. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
My mother
And
went
then-
to a show tonight.
Yeah, what'd she say? She said, "Do you believe that Woody Allen's guilty?" She asked.
Guilty of what?
Sniffing.
Guilty of what? Right?
Exactly.
Wait, Jeff said he's in the waiting room, and I don't see him. I don't know what waiting room he's.
Maybe he's at the dentist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Saturday
right,
night, 24-hour service.
Right.
So how's Florida? All three of you guys are in Florida, aren't you?
I'm in New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans. I'm sorry, Lou. I'm sorry.
And I'm back and forth.
And where?
It's
And,
fine. It's fine.
yeah.
Atlanta, LA, Florida.
Are you driving to Atlanta, or are you flying to Atlanta?
Driving.
You can drive. Good.
No, either I have a driver or I fly.
All right. Is Paulina with you?
Not this one.
Oh, okay.
She will be. She'll be with me, like on the long one. Oh, there's Jeff coming on. Now he's on.
Oh,
Now he's on.
that means the quad box is going to go to a 5 box.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But there he is.
So we're all going to be a little smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey guys, how are you?
Yeah. Now, okay. How's that? So you're all equal.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to make you all smaller. It's not my goal in life.
So, Jeff, what bothers you?
What bothers me?
The size of my box. Yes, I know.
Well, I heard all about the things that bother you guys, at least for the last couple of minutes. I don't know. What bothers me?
I've heard people complain about the size of someone's box.
Well,
Is that the one that Mama has?
I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot of complaints right now. I'm a pretty happy guy right now.
Not necessarily complaints. It's things it's something that annoys you.
Okay, stupid people always annoy me.
But that's general. That's too general.
What about your governor? What about your governor?
I'll give you an example.
He doesn't annoy me. He
Give
doesn't
an
annoy
example.
me.
Right. You have who's your governor?
Pritzker. He doesn't annoy me. Yeah, he's not the problem. You know, I mean, I'll be honest. Things are actually pretty good here. You know, I'm fully vaccinated. My wife is fully vaccinated.
Wow, that's great.
I get
That's awesome.
I get tested every Wednesday through a not available test through what's their name? Abbott Labs has a thing with my district, so they have a rapid test we're like the guinea pigs basically for the rapid test, but I get tested every week. I have no problem with that.
He
That's-
reported today
Oh, news breaking.
to the Vaccine Adverse Events Reporting System. 19,000 for between December 14th and February 19th. 19,000 plus reports made to that system following immunizations with the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine. 966 deaths were reported after the vaccine. So 5% of the adverse effects. So I guess it's a low percentage of people who died after the vaccine of all the people who got vaccinated.
You know, the worst thing.
But wait. But it's still a higher percent than the people who died from the vaccine who didn't get the vaccine. So
I'll be honest. I really didn't have a problem taking it.
Me neither.
Exactly. No problem at all.
I mean, there are positives and negatives to doing it, not doing it, and pretty much anybody I know who's had the test is thought the same way. So I took my chances. So far, so good. All I had was a tiny sore throat. I had a little shoulder pain and a little sleepiness. I mean, outside of that, thank God everything was good.
What's that new eye I see coming in the middle of your head?
Well, that's because I probably went to Gary sometime the last 6 months.
Gary, Indiana?
Well, I had to drive through there a couple of weeks ago on the way back from Indianapolis. Oh, I know that place is
I just want to say,
a hellhole.
Right. I'm not getting the vaccine, but I'm not saying it just because of that. I'm not a hypocrite. I don't get the flu vaccine, so you probably get the flu vaccine as well, because if you get this vaccine.
Well, I'm going to be honest,
right.
Todd. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I did not get the flu vaccine for probably 20 years until this past fall. And the reason why I got it was because of COVID. And I figured if I have COVID, I want to know that it's not the flu. So I purposely got the flu vaccine. And then I find out the reason why I didn't do well with the vaccine 20 years ago. And it's because of H1N1. They packed that shot with so much power to fight everything that was going on then, that it did not react well with me. So for 20 years almost, maybe 15, I didn't take it at all. So I said, I got to get it. I'm going to get a flu shot. I got my flu shot. I got this. I'm going to do it from now on. No problem. Because it's very different. It's a completely different set of medicine. Because then they injected you with live virus. And that just knocked me out.
They injected me with live for my bladder cancer and it's live tuberculosis.
Oh.
They injected me with that right up the old wazoo.
Yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't have done it again back then, so I didn't. But now I definitely will. And I'm thankful.
We were talking earlier. As much as some of us dislike having to wear a mask, when's the last time you saw someone with a common cold? When's the last time you saw somebody with the flu?
The numbers have definitely gone down. There's no question about it. They just have, because no one's around anybody, and all these things are not getting out there.
Correct.
People are washing more.
So why did the flu go down but COVID went up? If the masks were
I'm saying they were.
Well, I'm saying if they were effective, why did flu go down? Why did those numbers go down but COVID went up? Is COVID more
super spreaded? People are out.
COVID was much more. What's what I'm looking for?
Virulent.
Yeah, virulent. Yeah. It was. Yeah. I mean, the common cold is. I mean, we all get it.
What's going on, Lou?
My battery is about to go dead.
Plug the thing in.
He's like my children. He's like the children I have to teach on Zoom. Mr. Miller, can I go get my power cord? Yeah. Well, where was your power cord the last 4 hours?
That's why I do this in my office. I can plug my computer in.
So Todd, you're not gonna get the vaccine, Todd, right? Is that it?
No.
Okay. Paulina feel the same way?
Yeah. And you know what? It's like the only one that should worry is me, because, if I get it,
you're traveling.
But then if everyone else is getting it, no one should get it. Like if only half the population gets it, works for me. Because they're all, but if everyone gets it, the only one I can catch it from is someone who didn't get it, right?
Well, so the next logical step that companies might do is, if you don't get the vaccine, you can't work.
They could do that. I'm sure there's going to be major lawsuits on that. There'll be major lawsuits.
Look at my situation.
And once there's a lawsuit, once it goes into, I don't know, I think they can't enforce it. Once it's like being litigated, they can't enforce it.
Well, could they force you, because you're not going to get the vaccine,
Well,
force you to wear a mask, and
I know,
everybody
yeah,
else around you doesn't have to
I'm
wear a
getting
mask?
off
Well,
this thing now.
well, that's if that's their policy, but that
Yeah.
is just a mask. It's not, you're doing something to your body. That's like what? So people are going to say you have to get vaccine, but you're not allowed to say you can or can't do an abortion. So like, why should the government have any say over my body? Just like the abortion people, anti-pro, whatever, are saying the government shouldn't have any say over their body.
Yeah.
Why should the government either has say or doesn't have say? Can't pick and
The
choose.
same way that the Catholic Church is now saying the Johnson and Johnson is unacceptable because its derivatives come from stem cell.
Oh, give me a break.
But stem
What is it
cells
with
could
these
come
people?
from people that are alive.
I'm not saying you're wrong. Ask the Archdiocese of New Orleans.
Right. Like if there was some stem cell repair that worked and I needed it, I would probably go for it.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Why not?
But
Who knows? We're not.
What is-
none
what is
of us
going
are
on there?
epidemiologists. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
who's
some kids getting tortured.
living in the zoo?
If
where's
you
all
ran
that
the
noise
zoo,
coming
Todd, is that
from?
what you're saying? If you ran the zoo,
It is one big zoo. Jeff, so do you find when you're teaching these kids, some are,
There's a murder going on.
wow,
that
Yeah, there
reminds
is.
me.
That's coming from the TV in the other room. Believe it or
I
not.
knew it. I knew it was you, Roland. I knew it.
That's
That
right.
reminds me when I don't know if you knew, Geraldo Rivera did a report on this place called Willowbrook State School.
Oh, I
Yes.
remember that. Oh, yes. Huge.
So I lived right over there. My bus to junior high school was in that state school. So they were like mentally special kids and severely. And we would go wait for the bus and we'd hear like the moaning from the buildings and the crying and then you'd see a bunch of them walking and you really like were petrified. But a lot of them were pretty normal. They'd take the bus with us and usually one of them was able to drive after the other one threw the bus driver out. So
They took the knives away from them.
yeah. So, but that's where we waited, and it was kind of scary. And they turned it into a college now or something like that. But it was he did that big expose on it. Was like right.
I remember it.
That's what made him.
Yeah.
So I was in high school. I did a film. This is way back. We had a movie camera, and someone who escaped from there, and it was called On the Loose. So it was someone like deranged escaping, and then he got shot, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of fun.
So what were you gonna ask me?
Well, the reason I edited myself with that because I don't want you to have to say anything about your students.
I'm not saying where I am, so go ahead.
Oh no, like if some kids, like you felt like, oh, some are like really stupid, more stupid than I thought they'd be, so I don't want you to like say anything about your class.
No, I don't think anyone fits that description really at all. I mean, I have some kids.
Do you think they thought of that of their teacher?
That teachers are stupid?
No, you.
Me? Oh, I know there are people who probably do.
Right. Okay, but anyway, you have kids that do what?
Oh God, I've had a horrible week with a couple of my kids. We have two kinds of referrals. Now I haven't written a referral all year because it's COVID, and 2/3 of my kids are at home.
And in this case, a referral is bad, right?
A referral is bad. So like if a kid does something at home, what the heck are you going to do as a consequence? I mean, let's be honest here. Johnny's at home and he does something really stupid.
Get off Zoom and go watch TV.
There's only so much you can do, but there is one area where I found out they actually can do something. So we had a kid who did this. I'll tell you, this is great. So I don't let the kids use chat during my Zoom classes. It's PE. You're exercising. You have no need to talk to me. All right. I can talk to you. I can tell you what to do. I can show you what to do. The kids have no reason to sit there and chat with each other. So I take that away from them altogether. But twice a month, I've had a teacher come in from the University of Illinois who helps me teach a healthy eating unit. So we talk about, the 5 food groups and what foods fall into that and how to make a healthy meal. Okay, so for the 5th grade, they've been actually quite good, and I've allowed them to use chat to respond. So I find out in the middle of my class on Friday, some kid writes in the chat, "You like fucking stupid prick." And that couldn't even spell prick right. Okay, it was P-R-I-K. So the teacher and I, there was a kid in the class. There's a kid in the class whose name was the one that said it. But we found out it wasn't that kid who did it. And this kid who they tried faking it, saying it was him, he's a super good kid. His mom used to work in my building. The teacher's like, there's no way it's him. So I had to kick him out of class because it was his name. And I had to get rid of that until we could figure it out. So then we find out, we send it to the district tech department. And this is where you can actually now do something to somebody who's at home. So we send it to the district tech department. The district tech department sends the teacher a screenshot showing that her kid had 4 windows open with the same IP address from the same house, faking the other kid's name as the one who said it. So now we have a major violation of computer etiquette. And
but the kid's pretty smart.
He's smart enough to know to do that, but he's not smart enough to know that an IP address is gonna come back and haunt you. So it was just the dumbest thing. So now it's between the tech department and the building principal to figure out what to do. But
I had to go that for Roland's sake.
Oh God.
Because he put the mask on before.
But it's like, how dumb do you think we are that they can't figure this stuff out? So then I'm sitting there having this talk with my principal about it, and she's a Seventh-day Adventist, and they won't swear, or there's certain things they just don't do. So the teacher and I both had to swear for her to say what was in the comment. And I said, and they misspelled the word prick, which is really what I have the biggest problem with.
They're English majors.
Yeah, clearly not.
Maybe it's spelled that way somewhere else.
No, I'm pretty sure there's a C everywhere. No.
Do you think they misspelled it on purpose so they could claim that that's not what they were trying to say?
No, he's a 4th grader. He ain't that bright.
No. Hey, I'll tell you.
Yeah, he's smart enough to have 4 different IP addresses, but not smart enough to spell prick right.
I will leave you with this. There was a knock at the door last week, and I opened the door, and there was a gentleman, and he turned out to be a Jehovah's Witness. I look at him. I say, "Good afternoon. How are you? Why don't you come in? Have a cup of coffee?" And he's sitting at the table. I said to him, "Now, what would you like to talk about?" He says, "Beats the shit out of me. I never got this far." Gentlemen, on that, I am going to say goodnight.
See you, Lou. Nice talking to you.
Lou, always good to see you, Lou. Be
Absolutely.
well.
Bye.
Take care. Yeah, so some aren't really that brilliant, Todd. Some are just, And then here's the other great thing. These kids are, again, they're just not that bright sometimes, is we have a program that, because they're using school computers, we can look and see every website they are on. We know exactly what they're looking at, right?
Oh boy, that's gonna be bad.
Well, it's good for us.
But they know that though, right?
They know it because we give them the free computer because it's COVID and our kids can't afford the computers.
But do they know that you're allowed to?
Yes.
Okay.
We tell them all the time when we shut down the fact that they're on an internet site they shouldn't be on in the middle of class. And we're like, guys, why do you keep doing this when we tell you every day that we have access to everything you see? We could tell what time you went onto the site. We could tell you exactly what you did on that site. And every teacher has access to it. Why do you keep going on it? So yesterday, I closed up 3 knuckleheads in the same class. And they all got mad at the classroom teacher thinking it was her. But it was me.
Mission accomplished, I think, at that point, right?
Yeah, I mean, the fact is they're using our computer. We have every right, like a mom and dad. You have a right. Your kids, they're in your house. What rights do they have? They literally have none. You
Jeff,
have every right
Jeff,
to this.
sounds like to me that you're annoyed at that. Very
No,
annoyed
I'm
at that.
annoyed. I'm annoyed how dumb they can be.
That's my point. That's what you're
Yeah.
annoyed at. Not that they're, not that they spell prick wrong, but
Like I said,
That's
I'm
a-
annoyed. I'm annoyed by stupidity, and the fact that they can't figure either one of these out just cracks me up.
I gotta go, guys. Nice chatting with you as always. Todd, take it easy. Jeff,
Roland.
good to see you. Rick,
Good to
take
see
it
you,
easy.
Roland.
The
Adios,
best,
guys.
Roland.
See you.
Well,
I'm sure I'll be seeing
Talk
you
to you
soon
soon.
until Masters.
Okay, all right. Are you gonna be at the Masters, Todd?
I don't do golf.
Oh, that's right. You don't want to do golf. It's not that much fun.
Not
Not
for
that
me.
much fun.
I can't.
I can't. I just can't. All right, guys, take it easy. Adios.
You too.
Bye bye.
Be well. Be well. Bye-bye.
So Jeff, where were you tonight?
Our family met some friends to have a wonderful COVID mask dinner. So we met some of our good friends, and our kids got
And
together.
Do you like take the mask off, or do you eat?
Just to
when you-
eat. Yeah, just to eat. But
On the airplanes, they want you to put your mask on in between while you're chewing.
Really? That's nice.
that's a little much. I
haven't seen them enforce it, but they made the announcement.
Yeah, no, and
Not that there's that much to eat on a plane anyway.
no,
Not
there isn't
anymore.
anymore. You don't get anything.
Yeah.
But half of us are
Haven't eaten
vaccinated in our group, anyways. The kids clearly aren't, and there were 2 adults who weren't. But the rest of us were. There were 3 adults out of the 5. But yeah, it was we had pizza over in Rosemont. So
That's good.
yeah, it was nice.
Sounds
We're all good friends and fam. The kids grew up together, so it's nice to have our first time together in probably 6 months.
Oh yeah. Well, how far are they from you?
One lives in one's in Highland Park, so they're 5 minutes away. The other group is in Hinsdale.
Oh,
So,
okay, yeah.
but when you're meeting in Rosemont, it's not that far to Hinsdale because Hinsdale is just 20 minutes on the other side of the airport. So it's really
Is
not
it
that.
snowy or no?
Snow's almost all gone.
Yeah.
It's melted in like a week. 3 feet of snow have melted in a week.
It's crazy, huh? Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What's the temperature there now?
It's probably 40. I think tomorrow it's going to be 60, and Sunday is going to be 60. I mean, it's freaking nuts. Outside my house, because we had these 5-foot icicles hanging from the roof, and I chopped one down. It has to be 3 weeks ago, easy, during that real bad cold spell with all the snow. And the thing I think is about 4 feet long by maybe 2 feet wide. Okay. And I don't remember the difference between a stalagmite and a stalactite, but it's one of them, right? It's that long and pointy.
It's a
So I chopped
weapon.
it.
Well,
It was.
one hangs down and one goes up.
Okay, so this was the hanging down. I want to say it's a stalagmite. I forgot. But anyways, it's still sitting in the one pile of snow we still have outside. That's how thick it was. It could easily have killed somebody. And I took a hoe. I literally took a hoe. I didn't take Todd's neighbor down the street. I took a hoe and I bashed it.
Yeah, but
and
that could damage your roof also, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of ice.
it was a huge amount of ice. And out of
Especially if
all
it's
the
on a
icicles,
a gutter or a fascia board.
yeah, it's a fascia
Stalagmite
board.
rises
That's
from the
dangerous.
floor.
Okay, then it's a stalactite. It came down from the water spout.
When I did a game in San Antonio one time, I've done a ton though, but they have caverns there. I went, it was like a 1.5 mile long cave, and they take you down there, and it's so cool with all the stalagmites and the stalactites.
Oh
and-
yeah.
Oh, it's super. It was
All
kind of
you
weird
do-
though, being underground like for that long.
Well, you could have had it out in the open in Chicago because they were everywhere. I mean, we had to use
Those are icicles though, right?
Yeah, they're not just little. I'm telling you, I had multiple that were several feet long.
Right.
And this one was easily about 2 feet thick. Easily 2 feet thick.
It's amazing.
And it's still sitting on the lawn.
Hasn't
Oh,
melted.
The melting, the snow is almost all gone from our backyard. But there's a small area.
That has because
That's
it's
still there.
so thick. It hasn't melted.
Not much. It's melted a little bit. It's not as wide as it was, but it's still pretty darn long. I'll bet it's still a good 2.5, 3 feet. So yeah, we had some pretty nasty snowstorms in the span of 3 weeks, and now we've got frickin' 40s, 50s, 60s. My daughter and I went to get allergy shots this morning at 40 degrees, and neither one of us wore a coat. We're like, dang, this is warm. I mean, we're so used to it being so freezing. It's like, this is nothing. It's crazy.
Yeah,
you know. Oh, check that out.
It's like a bunch of
cool.
it's like a bunch of udders. You know, but yeah, they're kind of cool stalagmites in the cave.
They're definitely cool in the cave. They're just not cool on your house.
No. Rick, what were you saying?
My girl that I've been seeing, she's the one from Massachusetts. She went hiking today. She said it was like 40 degrees or 45 degrees up in
Right.
she's not far from the Berkshires. So,
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
she said she went hiking today. Yeah.
That's cold.
Yeah.
That's
It's not
cold.
bad. It's better than it was.
Yeah, it depends.
It was in the teens.
It depends on what you consider cold. I talked to my mother-in-law in Hilton Head, and she says, "How cold is it?" I said, "Oh, it's about 40." Molly and I were walking into the hospital without a jacket on. She goes, "I'm going out to play golf. It's 51, and I have to wear 3 layers."
It's like Floridians when that happens. It gets 60 and they put a jacket and the mittens on and hats. Forget it.
I remember once being in Palm Desert, and it was 50 degrees. And we were all very comfortable with what we were wearing. And those crazy people were dressed up in mittens and ski hats. And I was making fun of them. I'm like, you got to be kidding.
You know, and it's cold there because that's the desert. And the desert's a lot colder.
Yeah, it was funny the way people in certain parts of the country treat the weather. But we're just used to it. It's not a big deal.
I can never get used to the cold. Like, I enjoy it now that I'm not in it. So I could enjoy it for what it is. But when it was cold and I was walking to school every day and I was freezing and I was skinny and oh man, I had no meat covering me. I was freezing.
Well, see, I always lived far enough away to get on a bus. I had to walk to the bus stop, but I never had to walk.
Oh yeah, I had to walk up a hill.
No,
and, I had to walk 8 miles.
Ooh.
No, isn't that what you? That's what, right. No, I walked about a mile.
No, none of my schools were that far. One was only 5 blocks away and the bus still picked us up. I mean, it was nothing. It was basically across the street and a little further down. It was nothing. And my middle school was a mile away and my high school was 8 minutes away. So it wasn't a big deal, but they gave us bus service. So I never had to walk. So.
Oh, okay.
He's bored.
No, I'm testing this now. I'm like seeing what it actually does. So interesting.
So let's go back to the theme. So what bothers you, Jeff? No?
Done?
All right.
No, theme's over.
Yeah.
Jeff isn't you. Theme's over.
Yeah, this is actually a good time. I don't have anything that's really bothering me. Like I said, I hate stupid people and I encounter something stupid every day.
Every day.
You know, it doesn't depend on what it is. There's always something dumb. Sometimes it's the kids. Sometimes it's a human.
Don't use their brains.
There's just stupid people. But overall, you know, I really can't complain. My daughter's back to playing travel, and we're enjoying.
What do you mean playing travel?
She's a travel volleyball player.
Oh.
So they finally started tournaments again, and we were in Indianapolis for about 4 days a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And her group had not been playing a tournament until President's Day weekend. So now we're back to normal, you know, tournaments an hour away. We have a big one coming up in 2 weeks. We're going to St. Louis, and then we're going back to Indy in May and maybe Orlando in June if they make a qualifier. So we're life is somewhat back to normal. You know, we put on a mask while we're at the games and we take her places and, you know, so we're kind of keeping busy and
that's great.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, if I had something to bitch about, I would bitch about it. I tend to do enough of that. But you know, we're in a happy place. We adopted a new dog to go along with our current guy. You know, we'll foster fail. The wife and the daughter wanted the
What kind of dog?
We think we're almost positive now that she is a cross between a Weimaraner and a poodle. So I think they call them Weimaraner doodles.
Good night, Shelley.
She doesn't.
Shelley's going away. Sorry. I'm sorry.
She doesn't shed. They're very loving, very friendly. And the wife and daughter both are like, can we just keep her and we won't foster her anymore? And I'm like, it's fine. She's really a good dog. So, so we're in a pretty good place. Yeah, it's just nice.
Did you rescue the dog? Did you rescue?
Yeah, we were fostering.
Yeah.
This was our third foster during the pandemic. The first foster is our next door neighbor. Our next door neighbor adopted him. And then our good friend's brother adopted our second foster. And now this one we're keeping. So
nice.
Yeah. She's from the great state of Alabama. 10-month-old.
She escaped wearing masks there.
She escaped that damn place. I'll tell you, she loves the snow.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank God she got out of Alabama with the numbskull.
Alabama.
Yeah, the home of
a puppy
Tommy
or
Hooverville. She's basically a puppy. She's 10 months.
Hooterville.
Hooterville?
Tommy Hooterville. He's such a moron. I'm sorry. There are just a lot of idiots out there, and he's just a knucklehead. Tommy Tuberville, whatever.
Who's he?
The former Auburn football coach, who's a senator now.
It doesn't take much. Doesn't take much to become a politician if you have a name.
Right, and he has one in Alabama. The man has no clue about basic history, but he's now a senator. It's like, oh God.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like that.
I think anybody can be a senator today. Anybody could be a
a congressperson. Hell, you got that idiot in Colorado who only got her GED a couple weeks before the election. Incredible. I mean, you don't have to have any sense of brains.
Right, not like that bartender from New York.
She has a college degree.
So I know a million people have college degrees and they're morons. It doesn't take much to get a college degree.
Yes, but this woman didn't even have a high school degree. Oh, God, she's a nut job.
Oh, she's a nut job. Conspiracies and
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. Is she worse than anti-Semitic or Rashida Tlaib and that Ilhan Omar?
Yeah, she actually is, and I hate Tlaib.
Oh my God,
I do.
You'd rather have Tlaib in office, an anti-Semite, anti-Israel.
Yep.
See, that I can't converse politics with you anymore. That's like saying Hitler is better.
Because that woman hates Jews and even more. Again, it's a false equivalence. They're not the same people. I do not support Tlaib at all. She's an anti-Semite Palestinian. I don't support her whatsoever.
Right.
Omar is not the same.
They're both, and she's a thief. Omar's a thief. She directed all her campaign money to her husband, who, while she was married to her brother.
Well, that's what they say, but is there proof of all that? I hear it.
Of course, they don't go, but they don't go after anybody because if one politician goes, okay, you cannot become a congressperson, Senate, or without a big backing, without some kind of deal being made. So they don't go after the other ones because you go after one, they're going to come after you. Every one of them is dirty. So they don't go after these people. Look at Maxine Waters. It was just proven she gave $1 million to her daughter to be in her election campaign. But no one's going after her because they're all dirty. They're all
I'm not surprised. I'm not saying
they're all good. And look at even the set. There were 3 Republicans and 1 Democrat when that, I don't know, something happened and they sold their stock short or something, or they sold their.
The 1 Democrat was Feinstein.
Right.
And the Republicans were the 2 from Georgia.
And another one. There was 3, I think. And then, right. And her husband, you know who her husband is?
Yeah, I know. He's the stock exchange owner.
He runs it. Right. How do you own as the stock exchange, right?
I don't know.
Like, how rich must you be? Yeah. If you're making a penny on every transaction, that's like what one of the Rothschild family, they owned like the gold market and the bank in England or something. So every transaction they make money from. I didn't know that the Palace of Versailles was one of the Rothschilds' house at one time.
I don't
didn't
think
know
I
that
knew that
either.
either.
Yeah.
Well,
and then-
Wow.
I don't know if you knew, but Kelly Loeffler actually just sold the Atlanta Dream of the.
oh, she did. She did sell
She
it.
did. She did sell it. Her players hated her. I mean, her players were all
Well,
liberal,
because she came-
democratic / lesbian.
Yeah, but then-
they don't like her.
Right, but look at the player that just came out that was straight and said it was the most horrible experience. They harassed her for being straight because most of them
I
are
didn't
gay.
know that.
Oh yeah,
I didn't hear that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was in an article, and she talked about it. I think she was interviewed. Said it was a horrible situation. They because that wasn't, so hating Kelly Loeffler doesn't make Loeffler a bad person.
No, but she's a bad person because she is. But that's not the reason why.
Uh-huh.
She's just a bad person to begin with.
Right.
Ugh. They all
Right.
they all stink.
They all stink. Yeah, exactly.
That's why
Which is probably why Kemp appointed her senator instead of the Doug Collins dude.
2
Well-
years, term limits.
I think Doug Collins. Well, they should have him.
Term limits will never, ever, ever.
No, because they won't
happen.
vote for it.
No, they won't.
Would you vote to say, okay, you can only be on people's court for 4 years. You can only be a TD for 4 years. You're gonna vote yourself out of a job? They're not voting. No. They're never gonna do that.
No,
I know.
no,
Never
but they
should.
should.
Never will.
They should, or they should do something like they've talked about doing with the Supreme Court, where you take all the justices and you rotate them around to different courts. Maybe you take the senators and you put them in the House, and then you put them in the state, and then do something where they're not having so much power in one place.
Right.
But that's okay. So you get people, Republicans and Democrats, who have been in there for 40 years, you think, and then you get a president who comes in and he's going to turn the whole thing around and knows that they're all thieves. You think they're not going to venomously go after him?
No.
Come on.
Just about anything could happen.
Well, but I'm saying that's one of the things that happened during those last 4 years. These guys are running the government for 40 years. You come in and someone's trying to get shit done and he's going to ruin their piggy banks. You think they're not? They're all disgusting human beings. They're dirty people. You think they're not going to go after people? They'll go after them. Look what they do. But he's going to go in and affect these people became millionaires in as congressmen. Millionaires from normal pay jobs. You think they're not going to protect themselves and go after someone venomously and destroy his character so he can't touch their money? Come on.
Oh, I know. I mean, there are reasons why guys like Mitch McConnell are worth $30 million at $174,000 a year.
Exactly.
And his wife is Chinese, and her family owns a shipping company out of China. You think he's not going to vote for? So I was making a point, though. It's like people don't understand, what extent a party will go to destroy somebody when they have to protect their own thievery. So.
Right.
But people don't look beyond the surface, and that's why I don't like debating politics, because people are truly ignorant of what they talk about. And
there is a lot of that.
And I'm not saying it's a right or left thing. I'm saying if you don't read or watch both sides, then you can't argue, you can't debate, because you're myopic.
But it depends on if the other side is actually telling you facts or bullshit.
Okay.
Facts are facts, Todd. Facts are facts. You can't have Kelly Conway alternate facts. So, like, if I listen to Fox News, they're worried more about Dr. Seuss than they are about politics. So watching them sometimes is a waste of my time. Mm-hmm. They're not talking about issues. They're only talking about what entertainment value
there's way more than Fox News. There's way more than CNN. There's way more.
So who would you suggest? Not OANN and not Newsmax.
Well, they're not MSNBC. Cool. I mean, if you're going to knock out just because they're conservative.
No, I don't care that they're conservative. They're full of shit. They don't tell you facts. They don't tell facts.
Okay, that's opinion. That's your opinion, and that's why it's hard.
Facts are not opinion, though.
No, but
my opinion is I don't like them. What they
Right.
spew,
I understand.
what
But
they
I
spew is
disagree with you about that, about the facts. Like, just because you don't like what they say doesn't make it a disputable fact.
It
Like,
depends on what they're talking about. Give me a fact, and I will see if
well,
I agree.
I don't have anything on hand right now, just like you don't. I don't, but I'm sure if we went through it, you could substantiate.
Okay, let me give you an example.
Uh-huh.
All right. Back before Biden was elected, every right wing conservative outlet in the country was saying that Biden was in his basement. Okay, the guy's in his basement, and now they're saying, how does a guy who nobody comes out and listens to, how does somebody like that get 80 million people voting for him? So how can you debate the facts? 80 million people voting doesn't mean they all have to show up in person.
Okay. Right. But I don't even want to say, I don't even want to get into the debate because you're going to get into the election and the fraud. And
I'm not getting into election.
Well, you are because you're stating that he got 80 million votes, and I could say no, he didn't. I could say no, he didn't, and it's proven that they have fraud. I mean, there's fraud proven, but I'm not going to.
Right? Okay, I see where you're getting,
and that's why I don't want to discuss this. I don't want to discuss it.
Yeah, I don't agree that it's proven. I agree that there's, that's the thing. People are debating what the facts are. And that's why right now I'm not listening to that side, because I debate what the real facts are, like you're debating what the real facts are. There should be no debate. Facts are facts.
Right, but exactly. And if I watch both sides and say, oh yeah, well, that looks like that, but you don't want to do that, then it's tough. It's tough to debate when people don't open to both sides. You have to open to both sides.
Yes,
but if you're going to shut down,
Todd, you're not any more open to this than I am. You're not open to this.
See, Rick, this is why I don't talk about it. Jeff, we had this discussion earlier tonight.
We talked about it earlier. I didn't want to mention it, though.
Because people don't I'm willing to read everything there is, but you're probably not. And a lot of people are not.
I read it. I'm not going to watch it on TV, though.
Right.
I read articles all over the place from different people.
Okay. When you're saying those facts are wrong, is that because you're getting your facts from that's a pretty cool potato head, though. You're getting your facts from another place that you're using to dispute those facts.
No, I'm going by the fact that I don't believe that anything was illegitimate, and that I believe 80 million people voted for him.
Okay, so that's your right to believe that.
I don't believe that there's any reason to not.
And that's your right to believe that.
This was an argument that was 5 years in the making, because he said everything was fraud 5 years ago. Then he won, and suddenly it's not fraud. Now he loses, and now it's fraud. So again, you repeat a lie often enough, it becomes truth. That's how I look at it. Okay.
Well, we had this debate earlier, and it's the same. I'm not going to bring up Maricopa County again, but it's there's very substantiating things that I'm not going to get into because we've already discussed it.
Sadly, it's beating a dead horse.
Right. Yeah. And you're going to believe what you're going to believe, and I'll believe what I'll believe. Rick will believe what he believes, and for someone to say someone else is stupid because we've discussed that too. Someone like I could say, okay, I understand that you believe that, but someone could be saying, "Oh, you're stupid to believe that." I don't think
I would never say that.
No,
I would never say that. I don't agree.
Right, you just right, and that's how you have to stand. You have to stand with your belief of what you believe. But if you want to think ridiculous, both sides will think ridiculous, and but I understand where you come from, that you believe that. So I respect that, and that's it. And you can't disagree. I disagree, but I could see.
I don't let this get in the way of the people I like and love, and right. It's not going to be the thing that
what I just realized. I know. I just realized. Like I'm thinking, boy, I've seen such proof, and you've seen the same proof, like the votes under the table, but like you don't want to accept what it is.
See, I don't think that's what it is.
See, that's the thing, right?
I'm the same way. Yeah.
I think it's a matter of whether you accept the fact that the votes were legitimate versus illegitimate. And I can't understand how anyone would think they're illegitimate. Mm-hmm. And yet you find the exact opposite argument for the same thing. That's the difference.
Well,
to me.
but to me, when it's proven that they told people to go home, they're not starting voting they're not starting any more counting till 4 a.m, and then when they send them home, they pull out these ballot boxes full of ballots and continue counting. Like, to me, what's the answer? Like, how do you not? If you can't answer that, then there's something wrong. If they've proven that they've sent these people home and they were not going to vote, they were not going to count ballots till 4 a.m, and then once those people left, these other people who were in charge pull out ballots and continue counting.
Let me. I'm just going to give you my last word on this.
Okay.
If there is any fraud in this election, do you think Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell would even still have a job? How did all the Republicans win all these seats, but the only fraud is the presidential election? How is that even possible?
Because there were ballots that didn't deal with the other. There were plenty of ballots that only had a president vote on it. They didn't have anyone else vote because they had a what's the word? They had to just dump all these votes in there. They didn't care about the other.
That's not how votes are in Illinois. Everything's on the one ballot.
No, everything's on one ballot.
Everything's
It's on one ballot.
Everything is on one ballot, but they were only putting the president on the fake ballot.
And how do you know that?
They have proof of it.
Oh, come on. 61 courts said they don't.
No, 61 courts did not say they don't. They said, no, they did not say.
He had no standing on this.
No, they didn't. They didn't take the cases. They did not.
Because they knew it was bullshit. That's why they didn't take the cases.
That's not, you can't say that. You can't.
Okay.
You can't say that. You can't say a court. There was no judgment in the case. There's no judgment, so you don't know what went on. You don't know why they weren't taken. And there were cases won in court about votes. I don't know them offhand, but there were more than one. There were plenty. No,
there was one.
There were hundreds of cases across the country.
They found maybe 100 here, 100 there, or 50 here. And you know who the people were that voted 3 times? The Republicans. It wasn't the Democrats who did it. It was Republicans who have been getting caught in Pennsylvania and in other states.
Rick, you know what's funny? I see it again. Like, people want to talk politics. I didn't bring it up.
I don't know how it got to this either.
I didn't. I could play the tape and find out.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
But I don't bring it up. Yeah. I don't want to talk politics because people, you're going to believe what you're going to believe. Whether I could tell you something, I could show you an apple and say it's red, and you could call it blue all day. Because that's how you say it.
About. That's what CNN's commercial's all about. An apple's still an apple.
Yeah. So
by the way,
commercial, Jeff?
By the way, yes, I've seen that, and I would not call any apple blue. I'm just going to state that for a fact.
Exactly. Green,
red.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Maybe a little yellow at times.
Well,
exactly.
You're calling the election blue. So that's what I was saying. Anyway, so what were you going to say? You were going to say something else.
No.
Well, Rick, were you going to say something else?
He was talking about apples.
I was just going to say, I'm being quiet because of the. We discussed this already. So.
Yes, and I didn't want to discuss it the first time.
Okay.
I was eating pizza, so I apologize for coming back to that.
No,
but no, there are very few topics that are off limits, really, and this is probably the number one. They used to say as a kid,
it's a very touchy subject.
They used to say, "Don't talk religion and politics." Religion, I don't think people.
See, I don't mind talking politics, but it's the same discussion every time. What do you believe? Right. What do I believe? And it's like, you're not going to change minds. It doesn't matter if there's proof. No one wants to see it, and that's how it is. So, and you could call, and then there's people going, "Oh, but the courts did this, and they ratified this," and while they couldn't get any recounts done. People were holding up. So it depends what you want to believe or what you want to accept. If you don't want to accept what was done to avoid recounts and examination of the machines, then that's your right to believe that. But that's the truth. You want to believe facts. Those are facts. There was no examinations of the machines allowed. And again, Rick, like I said earlier, if you got nothing to hide, why are you hiding it? That's all. And if no one could dispute that statement. If you've got nothing, and people come up with excuses. Oh, this government can't sue them, and this government if you got nothing to hide, why hide it? That's my only question. And if you got people that have other agendas, whether they're getting paid by people, they're dirty, they got something under the table, and they've been told to do something with the ballots, then that's what they're going to do. And there's people that blew up the World Trade Center. You think there's people that aren't gonna do shit for themselves, that don't harm people, and it's just like they're protecting them? Come on. People are thieves. People walk into stores with guns to shoot people. You think that doesn't exist with white collar people working in a friggin'
and they have masks on also.
Yeah, so you think what, an election board can't do that? How many city councilmen are thrown in jail? How many politicians are thrown in jail? You think the people of the electoral board are paid a certain amount of money? Like, oh, that's cool. Oh my God, I better not say anything now. I'm going to get caught. So I just, I don't accept the naive. I don't like the naivety of it. So that's all, because there's plenty of proof out there. So
never gonna happen.
There's proof, there's interviews, there's all that stuff, and I don't know why did, just like there was it was very strange. There was just a thing, another one Sidney Powell had to the Supreme Court, and this is the one that they were talking about, how Clarence Thomas wrote the dissent. He wasn't the only. You know what I'm talking about? There was another electoral that went to the Supreme Court, and that just went about the election. And Clarence Thomas wrote the dissent. The two other conservative people agreed with him, but they didn't say that. You didn't hear that in the news. And the two people that didn't go with him are the Kavanaugh and Comey Barrett, like the two new people he got. I didn't understand that at all. So something is weird. That's something very weird that they didn't go with him. So, who knows? Maybe they're plants or something. So you're certainly not going to see the Supreme Court get packed now, because he doesn't need to.
I'm going to tell you what, if the Democrats are planting people in the Supreme Court, Amy Coney Barrett and Brett Kavanaugh are not the people they're putting up there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. There is not one liberal alive that wants a handmaid's,
right,
Catholic and a uber conservative women groper like Kavanaugh. Trust me. There's none of this under the table with those. They would be picking somebody more moderate.
But it was still very strange. It was still very strange.
There's a lot of strange things, but I don't think everyone thinks there's something nefarious going on. I think that there would be nothing nefarious going on if Trump won. Nobody would have a problem.
You don't think there's something evil about Nancy Pelosi?
Do you think there's something evil about Mitch McConnell? We can go with this all day.
Of course.
Okay, then no sense they have that conversation then, because there's a lot of weird stuff.
But do you think there's something evil about Nancy Pelosi?
No.
See that we can't talk. We can't. So we're not going back and forth because she, like, why would you even put an impeachment forward that, number one, the guy's not even in office. Number two, you're going to lose. Why waste the money to do that?
Very simple.
What's that?
Very simple. They wanted to get the win so they could keep him from having public office again.
My point is, they couldn't get the win. There was no way, and they knew they couldn't get the win.
Then they did it to punish him. They did it to verbally punish him in the court of public opinion.
You think he feels
punished? Record. They wanted
yes,
it
I do.
Record.
And the man, right? They wanted it on the record. The man's as weak as a 2-year-old, and it's gonna keep him up at night having baby fits.
Oh my God!
He's a wuss.
Are you? Okay,
I'm dead serious.
When you're in construction and you're dealing with the mafia in New York, you're not a wuss. Believe me.
He's a wuss. He's a nut job. The man is mentally ill.
Okay.
Everyone says that Biden. Everyone says that Biden is an old man and he's senile. You know what? Compared to Donald Trump, Biden is a Rhodes Scholar.
Okay. All right. This conversation's over. Because I didn't want to. They're not even anymore. They're pointless. It's a pointless. It's the same shit. And what did I say earlier? People are still obsessed with him. I don't even deal with.
I'm not. I brought it up, but I'm not upset. Trust me, I want less of the guy. I've been thrilled for the last 6 weeks. It's been wonderful. I can listen to more. I can listen to my good friend on her morning radio show in Chicago. I'm not listening to politics in the morning anymore. My life is happier.
You used to?
Oh God, yeah. I was listening every morning.
Why? Were you obsessed?
Because the man pissed me off for 4 years. Yes.
And he was everywhere.
He was. He made sure he was in your dreams.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Now,
He was everywhere.
I don't think
One
twice
thing I
about
can say
it.
is
But his supporters were
marketed
happy about
himself.
it. His supporters like seeing him.
It's kind of hard to miss a man with boobs that big. I mean, I'm telling you.
You know what? If you really look at his, if you look at his accomplishments, you know, you'd find good stuff. Brother.
Yeah. The accomplishments with how many bankruptcies? And
okay,
he
Jeff,
lost three branches of Congress.
Jeff,
He's
okay,
done a lot.
okay. I want you to never use that bankruptcy thing again. Okay, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, why?
Okay, if you're a businessman, bankruptcies is a tool of business. You're going to tell me Wayne Huizenga is a stupid guy?
How many bankruptcies does he
Not
have?
anymore.
Well, he had at least one.
This guy had 5.
Doesn't matter. 1, 5. What's the difference?
Okay.
If you have
They gave an
1,000,
allowance.
if you have
They
a
gave him an
thousand,
allowance.
if you have 1,000 businesses and 5 go bankrupt, but you own golf courses all around the world, you own buildings, you own an estate, you own other stuff. How are you a failure? I don't understand that.
Here's how you're forgetting about the fact that the man really doesn't own his own businesses. They're all up to the hilt in debt. He does not own them. He owns them when he owns nothing on them.
Are you a financial expert on him?
Not at all, but I know he owes $400 million that's due soon.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. I'll prove to you that he's a business failure when he can't meet his financial obligations. When he physically owns all his businesses, fine, he's a wonderful businessman. But
I don't know.
meantime,
I don't think.
No.
What do you mean by physically own? Because you know every business that you
Owned
have.
outright. He's talking about owned outright.
Well, he's
Right.
probably got
That's what-
corporations that are part of the businesses.
But he doesn't own the majority of his businesses. He sells his name, or he's got them up to the hock in
Agreed.
hundreds of millions of dollars. So if he pays off those debts, then you're right. He's a genius. If he doesn't pay off those debts, then he's nothing more than a con man, carnival barker.
Yep.
He sold his name. If you could sell the name Regenbogen and you could sell it to everyone around the world and get money, God bless you. You're a genius for doing it. But then if you can't pay your bills because you open all these businesses and they all fail, how is that any good? How does it tell me you're a great businessman? He's not. He's all smoke and mirrors. And I'll be proven wrong if he can pay off his debt. And if he pays off his debt, I'll apologize.
But so you're waiting for how long is that going to take? Because what if he
less
takes
than 2 years, Rick? He owes these banks $400+ million.
Okay, so in
within the next 2 years,
in 3 to 4 years, if he's still going strong,
I'll apologize too.
okay,
I will.
okay, I guarantee he'll be going strong.
Okay, that's an
Guarantee.
interesting bet.
Guarantee.
Okay.
Guarantee. I don't think he's worried about it at all.
Oh, I think he's petrified because he's only got how many hundreds of lawsuits against him, and he's supposed to pay back this money. His kids won't have a dime when this is all done.
Yeah.
The Trump business will go the way of the Trump steak and vodka.
Oh my God! Oh my
The
God.
Trump shuttle. The Trump shuttle.
The Trump shuttle.
Oh my God! He was able to, but I mean, even if he's able to do those things, he's able to put those deals together to get them done. And if it failed, it failed. But
How many failed, Todd? How many?
What's the difference? Because if I had 100 that failed and I lived on a huge estate and had multiple real estate, what do I care how many failed? Because I have that many successes. I don't care how many failures I have. If you have success, it doesn't matter.
But the success is by really how much debt do you have versus how much liquid or how much in the green you have, right? How much does he have in the green? Yeah, he lives like a millionaire. It's like he's living off of borrowed money.
Number one, I don't know his finances. And number two, I don't know how anyone else knows his finances. I don't know how people just assume that they know his finances.
There's enough of his documents that are out there that people know how much he's owed. Okay. Those facts were with the government or the banks or whoever it is that requested them long ago. They know that he owes $400+ million. Yeah. Now, the only people who truly know his financial worth, is obviously the Southern District of New York now knows what is true and what's false. They have his tax records. So all of us know what we've heard. I agree. I don't have a fact in front of me. I'm going by everything I hear like you are. But let's say he does owe $400 million and he can't pay that. His businesses, his golf courses, they're gonna go with Joe from, who's gonna pick up your car keys to steal your car away. I mean, it's all the truth will be in what comes out. The truth isn't right now. It's all speculation and everything we've heard. So no sense arguing what's going to be eventually proven. If I'm proven wrong, I have no problem saying I'm wrong.
Right.
Doesn't mean I'm going to like the guy, but I'll say I'm wrong.
I don't think he'll be. So in 2 years, what is he going to live in a cabin somewhere?
I don't know. I doubt it. He'll probably go live in some country with no extradition treaty because he'll be escaping all these lawsuits.
Oh boy.
Who would want to live like that? Seriously. Who would want to live like that?
I'm sure he's lived like that for her plenty of years, decades.
You know what?
Probably.
The biggest problem
That's the art of the deal.
The biggest problem I have is forget about the money, forget about the politics. I'll ask you one question. Do you think he's a good person?
Yeah.
Wow.
But your definition of good could be different things. You think Nancy Pelosi's not evil?
No.
Wow. Wow.
No, because I don't. Not saying that she's I'd want her to be my friend, but do I? Okay, evil. Okay, I'll agree with you. Evil is a very broad word, but I'm not. Let's not talk about Nancy. Nancy is not the topic. Do you think he is a good human being? Does he care about others? That's what I mean by a definition of good human being.
I don't know. If he uses when you're a businessman, your hope is to become successful for yourself. Now, in order to do that, you have to supply a need. So you have to care about that other person in that way to be able to know what need to supply for them to make them happy, to make me successful. Does that mean I care about that person as a person?
But see, I'm not talking business. I'm talking about people, humans. I
think I do. I would think then I think he cares about people. Yeah.
Oh my God. He cares about one. Himself in his pocketbook. He doesn't even his own children. My God, I don't think his own children even like him. I think they're all afraid of him, except for Ivanka, who's as nuts as he is.
They love him. They love him. They love him.
I worship him. They worship him.
They do. I mean, they tweet about him all the time. I'm sure they're around him all the time.
You know what? We'll see where they are when he's lost all this money and he doesn't have that big bank account to give them.
Boy, what do you read to get you're on the extreme other end?
No, I'm not.
Of this destruction knowledge, his whole life is going to fall apart.
You don't think that if you owe $400 million to banks or your
I don't know what he owes. I don't know his finances. I'm not reading the news to letting the news tell me what they want me to know while they have no facts.
But there's enough people who do have facts. Regardless, you know what? I personally could care less about the guy. I hope he does go drop down the drain. I think he's a horrible human being. Has no place in my life or anyone else's. God bless him on his little golf course, and he can go screw all his porn stars he wants. So
I'm not going to ask why you think he's horrible, though. So
you don't have to. You can figure it out.
I can't.
He's not a human being. He's not a good person.
Okay.
That's it. I don't have to get into anything else. He's not a good person. Okay. You're a good person. I don't agree with this part, but you're a good person. Rick, you're a good person. You are good people. Okay? But would I want my daughter to work for a schmuck like that? No. I love my daughter too much to be debased like that. Mm-hmm. So, no, he's not a good person. Forget about the politics. He is a selfish
And can
human
you
being.
be honest? I want you to be honest. Have you sat through more than one full speech of his?
Yes.
Well, you have.
Yes.
And you don't see the humaneness in him.
Oh God, no.
Okay.
He
I
does
can't.
it as a show. He's a showman. He's a TV
Yep.
artist. No, there's nothing realistic about that man. Everything is a facade. There's a reason why he's a con man. No, there's nothing. He doesn't do anything for good. Do you think he's a good Christian? No, he's not. He's a good Christian only because he got him votes. He's not a good Christian.
Did you ever see the guy in church? Did you ever in the 4 years?
Yes,
Yeah.
holding up a Bible
Never.
upside down.
No,
Holding
yeah,
up a Bible
he would
upside
go to
down. He
church.
did.
He went to church
He did it
Where?
as a photo op.
in Washington.
Well, that
Oh,
church.
please.
They all do it as photo
Photo op.
ops. They all do it as photo ops.
Biden goes because he's a Christian.
Oh my God. That's because he could see all the little girls and boys there.
Oh my God. See, yeah, where's your facts on that?
Oh my God.
It's on video. I'm gonna send
Okay,
you
so
Oh
is Trump.
my God,
Really? You're
Todd,
gonna go there?
please.
Trump's not on video, but Biden is. Okay.
Trump's not on video. What is he? Do you have him on video touching anyone?
Do you have video of Biden putting his hand on somebody's ass?
Yeah, on the little girl's chest. Yes.
Oh my God.
You said that was Como. You said that he put his, but Como put his hands on a little girl's chest.
Biden.
And you said there's video. I've never
Biden.
seen it.
Biden.
I've never heard of this video.
Oh,
Biden.
I've never heard of it either.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
But there,
Oh.
okay, so I guess there wasn't any video of Trump walking through the 13-year-olds at the pageant show, right?
Doing what?
There wasn't any
Walking-
video of walking through his old pageant shows with the young girls who were getting dressed. There's no video of him walking through there.
Oh, I don't know if there's video of it. Then they were not doing anything indecent. If there was video for the TV,
And you know that how? Because
if it was on
network
TV,
told you
no,
that?
because if it was on NBC and they're going to air that, they can't air anything indecent.
Oh, right. But it doesn't exist.
No, maybe it does. I don't know if it does or not. If you've seen it, then it exists.
Okay. And you know you've seen video of Biden putting his ass on a little girl.
Not his ass on a little girl. What are we playing?
Putting his
Telephone?
hand. So what is he doing? What video did he?
Yeah, he's putting his hand on her and she's moving away from him. You never saw that? You know,
No.
I would dig it up, but I'm not going to dig it up because your response is going to be, oh, no, he wasn't trying to do anything there. So you already have your answer before you even seeing it. So I'm not even going to dig it up.
That's fine. We don't have to go there.
Right. Because that's what your answer would be. Oh, no, he's not doing nothing.
No, because I'm not, as you said 5 minutes ago, I'm not going to convince you. You're not going to convince me. I think it's all bullshit. I think everything that Trump did, you love. Everything Biden did is horrible. He's a pervert. I'm not changing you. You're not going to change my view. So there's no point in my answering that. There's just no point.
Right.
That's it. I'm not running from it, but I'm just doing the same thing you said. What's the point? You're right. This is why we don't talk politics. This is a sports show. It should be.
Well, this wasn't a sports show, but
Well, no, but in general, you do. So that's what it should be, because you're right. We're never 100% going to ever agree on these things. We have a different way of looking at the same thing.
right.
And you're not going to change that for whatever the truth is, or it's really perception in a lot of ways, maybe more than truth. But there's truth as to which perception is accurate.
Okay, here we go.
So you did pull it up. After all this banter about not doing it, now you do it. And who's the kid to him? Who is the kid?
What they do is the vice president swears in like either the House or the senators, the new senators, and they swear them in with the
so
wife
this-
and the family.
Okay, so this is a senator's kid.
Right.
Okay.
And where is it? She's got her hands on his shoulder.
His hands on her shoulder, because I don't know any old man
That's
that
not
doesn't
our-
do that to a
That's
kid.
not on her shoulder. Watch. Just watch.
His hand is on her
Oh,
shoulder.
come on. Oh,
Dude,
my God.
are you serious? That's your proof?
See that? Oh my God, that's just one thing.
His hand is on her shoulder.
See, that's why
He's
I
a
didn't.
grandfather.
That's why I didn't. That's why
He's a bigger guy, too. Come on.
Oh God, if you couldn't see his hand
Oh.
moving, I can't
Okay.
even deal with you guys.
You know what? I
Oh,
went to
come
the eye
on.
doctor. I went to the eye doctor 2 days ago. I'm 20/30 without glasses. I saw nothing. But
I saw nothing either.
I'll tell you later.
Of course you didn't. Because
Of course I didn't, because I'm blind.
because your apple is blue.
No, it is not true.
It is
He
blue.
didn't do that.
It is your apple is blue. Your apple is
Okay,
blue.
then close the door.
I texted you to.
My phone is in there. How am I going to read my text?
Okay, well, I'm
Molly,
trying to read
Molly,
the whole
I'm
thing.
sorry. Close the door.
Ginger wants to say hi.
Okay, let Ginger say hi.
Hi, Ginger.
Come here, Ginger.
Hey.
Say hi to everyone.
Oh, hi, Ginger.
Ginger, say hi. Come here.
Oh,
Let's go up on your shoulders.
he's adorable.
Oh, adorable.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Adorable.
This is our new
Good
girl.
Kisses.
Yes.
Great
Hi,
girl.
baby. Thank you. You're such a good
Great girl. Hi.
Yes, she likes head paw hugs and head hugs.
Oh, my God.
Okay,
What a
and
good
calling
dog.
her dad in the face. Thank you, sweetie.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Just close the door.
Thanks, Ginger.
I'm
She's not my
gonna wrap it up though because I'm tired and
Yeah.
we've been on.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's 20 to 11. I'm thirsty.
I think
Yeah.
we're going on
Minutes.
3 hours.
We're going almost 3 hours. That's
Hey,
right.
Jeff, you
Yeah.
came on late. We're going
I told
on
ya.
3
Told ya.
hours.
I couldn't come on until whenever we got home. But
You and your COVID believer friends.
yeah, that's us. So
Yeah, I'm getting tired also. So
just let's go back to politics. I mean back to sports. We're good there.
batter up.
Yes.
All right, that's all. You know what? That's all I could talk with you guys is sports because you can't stick on topic, and that's what we're going to do from now
And
on.
because
So-
we'll all
Yeah.
gang up on you. So there's that.
I'm getting
But you-
angry. I get disappointed.
but I
You don't
already
stick up.
I already know what I'm facing. I already know what
Well,
I'm facing.
that goes five ways.
Ignorance.
Okay, that's
So-
an opinion, so you're welcome to it.
And if there's 1 on 5, it's usually the one guy that's right because the majority of people are usually wrong and that they go in the wrong direction. But because there's a majority of them, that's how it goes.
I call that CYA, but okay.
No, remember the bell curve. You know the bell curve. School, you got the dummies on the bottom, the geniuses on the top, and the average in the middle. Now, who would you really rather go with? You'd rather go with the geniuses, but you can't go with the geniuses because the ones in the middle want to go to the prom and they want to stick together because those are the ones going to the prom because the genius is not going to the prom. So
Okay,
they're going to stick together.
That's a lovely story, but it's good to see
Great
you
story.
anyways. Yes,
Yes.
that's a good book.
What is?
What you just said, that's a beautiful book. Please write it. I'll write your forward.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, that'll be in my How to Lose Friends and Criticize People book.
I'll still write your forward.
Okay, you can write it. You
Yeah.
can write it. I'm curious as to what it would be, but I'm glad this is on tape because now I'm going to write all that down about that, about why conformers stick together. You know that. You know what it's like?
Oh yeah.
It's like
yeah.
it's true. It's like
Okay.
I'm parked in a parking lot, and it's a million spots because people are People are herders. They're packed. They travel in packs.
I don't want to be close to the door.
So I park kind of far, but the guy parks with 30,000 spots right next to me. What is that about?
Oh, that's social. That's just a social experiment to see if it's.
What up with that? Oh, what up with that? Oh, what up with that? Oh, what up with that? So, what up with that? Why you have to park right next to me? There's 5,000 spots.
You know what? There was a time, probably 25 years ago, a friend of mine walked into a movie theater. The only two people in the theater were sitting, like, let's say, in the very middle row.
Sorry.
And we decided to perform a social experiment. We sat in the row right in front of them, but to the right. And we wanted to see if we'd make them uncomfortable. Guess what?
Did they move?
No, but we could tell they were completely uncomfortable. Nobody else in the theater.
I probably would have moved if I was them.
But us two idiots
Yeah.
decided to do it to piss off these people on purpose.
Yeah, but they were right in the center. That's why they didn't want to.
Yeah, but you could tell they were uncomfortable, thinking, "What the hell are you doing? You have this whole theater open." But
Yeah.
no, we didn't do that. So
Yeah, but so why would the guy park right?
to
you
piss you off.
No, because I think it's really because I seen like I'm with people when I drive. There's 500 spots and they'll wait for someone to pull out
Sorry.
closer rather than just go park. That's when they just want to be closer. But I've seen people pull right in when there's 5 spots, 2 spots over. But they got to be right in there. So.
I'll tell you what.
Do you ever watch
What's
that?
up with that?
Do you ever
Yes.
watch
I've
that?
never seen it.
I love that on Saturday Night Live. It's one of my
I'll tell you
favorite
what.
things.
The next time you do a show, you got to do the yeet yeet.
What's that?
You've never seen the yeet yeet?
I don't
Oh.
watch Saturday Night Live.
Okay, I don't watch it a lot. My daughter got me to watch this. It's a make fun of rapper sort of skit.
Oh, okay.
And
I'll check it out.
It's freaking hysterical.
I'll
I
check
think
it out.
you'll find it just as funny as that last clip.
I will. I'll check it out. I'll check that out.
You should.
Just
All right.
Geek,
I'm
geek. All
going to
right.
sleep. I'm
Why-
going-
All right.
I'm
Okay,
going-
hold on. I'm going to spell it for you so you get it right.
Geek, geek.
With a T. It has Pete Davidson in it. It's like
Oh, I
one, two
can't.
times.
I don't.
Oh,
Actually, I don't like him.
I don't either, but this is a great skit. I think he's lame, but this is a great skit. You got to watch it.
Did you find it, Todd?
No.
It's a good clip.
All right. I'll find it.
It's from this season, apparently. Like
Okay.
fall.
I'll look at them and then I'll see if they're worthy of the show.
Okay. That's
All
all
right.
I could ask.
Because I have to review them.
Yes, you
I
have
have to
high
review them.
standards. I know you got very high
I
standards.
really don't. Otherwise,
Very
I'd have better guests.
Yeah, he would. Rick, he would. He'd have he'd
Yeah.
have Todd Llewellyn on or something.
Yeah.
Or,
No. He'd have.
You know what I need to do? I need to
Thank
get
God.
you guys on, Roland and
Letterman,
Lou,
you'd have
all
Letterman,
together,
all these guys.
for an hour before I come on, and you could just talk politics and agree with each other.
No, we could do that without you. We don't need you.
Yeah, you don't need me. No, that's
Right.
why you can get on together, and I'll walk away for an hour.
No,
And you
it's
guys
okay.
can go, oh my God,
Sorry, again. Sorry, guys.
I love your political ideas. Oh my God, you're so mainstream media. I love it. You're so headline.
I know.
So.
I tell
All
you,
right.
we
All right.
try our best.
All right, I'm gonna have a sports topic next time because.
And I'm going to sleep. I'm sorry,
All
guys.
right.
I'm
All
yawning
right.
like crazy.
All right, Rick. Nice
Good
to see you.
Jeff. Good. Nice to see you also.
Good to see you,
How long
too.
in for, Todd? Okay, Jeff. Yeah, same to you.
I can't
How
talk
many
about.
in for, Todd?
I can't talk about my schedule.
Big secret here.
I can't let
Okay.
people know where I am
Okay, I know you are, but
because
okay.
I have flights that I put in for, and I can't. I got to think they let me.
I'm not saying a word. Okay, well, enjoy yourself. Talk to you soon. Say hi to the family, and
All right, Rick.
have a good weekend, guys. Okay,
Enjoy the
Nice
beach.
seeing you. Nice seeing you.
Thanks.
Jeff, what do you got coming up?
bye.
I have nothing.
See you, Rick.
I got nothing. It's just normal teaching, and we have a week off from volleyball travel, so we got nothing.
What is
It's
she on
all-
a two-person team or?
No volleyball. She's on a 11-girl travel volleyball team. Most of
What's
our-
that? What's a travel volleyball though? Like what is
It means we pretty much travel within an hour of our area to
it's
anywhere.
like
in the
a
state of
volleyball
Illinois.
club.
It's a club.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
club, right?
Right.
So you travel anywhere within an hour range. for
Well, are they
your
older than high
local.
school?
There are different grades. So, like for example, she's in what's called 14U, which is kids who are basically under 13 to 14. And then 15U is kids who are 14 to 15. It goes all the way up to 18U, which is the kids who are being considered
So could
for
they be?
college.
So could they be in that and on the high school team?
Yes, they're two completely different units.
Oh, but okay, I got you.
So she'll be in high school in the fall. She'll play high school volleyball and she'll do club volleyball.
Like, how tall is she?
She's short. She's only 4'10", but she plays she plays libero.
Libero, yeah.
Right. She doesn't have to play. She doesn't have to be tall.
Right.
She
No, I was just asking because I didn't know, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen her, but she's tiny. I mean, I'm tall for my family. What does that tell you? You know, I got Jewish genes, Todd. I'm screwed.
Right.
So is she.
Right.
You're taller than me.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how tall you are. I'm 5'10".
I'm 5'6". I know you're taller than me.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. But that's cool though that she does that.
She enjoys it, and my wife and I take her everywhere, and we enjoy doing it with her. You know, it's kind of it's been a fun thing. That's all we really have. I mean, we're not going anywhere. COVID has taken away any trips. We haven't done any of that. I went to see my in-laws in South Carolina over winter, but
I've been in so many states already.
We COVID tested before any of us went there, and COVID tested when I came back, and I get COVID tested every week, and I get shots, and I got my vaccines and whatever. I mean, so we're a little bit more willing to do stuff now, I think.
That's good.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. That's all I care about.
Yeah, I haven't really held back, so.
Well, no, because for you, it's more of a living. You kind of have to. I mean, you really kind of have.
Well, but I go out a lot too. Like we do things. We still do things.
Well, that's different.
That's a person. Yeah. It's a personal choice, though.
That absolutely.
You know, and if there are consequences, there are consequences. So.
Well, again, that I don't fault you for that. That's you have because I would be hypocritical to say we haven't done some. Right. We just don't do a lot.
I'm curious though to see in Florida what happens because they're getting rid of the mask law, so the mask mandate. So but I still see a lot of people with it.
People are going to do what they want to do regardless of what the government tells them. So the people that want a mask are still going to, right. And the ones who aren't.
Right.
And businesses could do what they want. They don't have to listen to a governor.
No, and they should do what they want. Well, I don't know, some cities are pretty strict. They're like freaking controlling, and they're fining people for opening, and
Yeah, I don't see that around here. There's a lot of people not following rules in restaurants and whatever. And I got to be honest, the restaurant we went to today is only supposed to be at 50% capacity. There's no way in God's earth that was 50% capacity. It was like 95.
Well, here's how I look at it. If you feel like you don't want to go in there, you don't go in there. But if they want to have a business and people want to frequent it, they should have that right too.
Right, and I don't have to go in if I don't want to.
Right,
but
right.
We did. We ate dinner. We put our mask on when we weren't eating or drinking. Right. Even though, again, we think we're in a much better place health-wise than a lot of people are. Mm-hmm. But yeah, but I'm also not against the mask mandates in areas that have high risk rates, and so I mean that's a completely different thing too. I mean, I'm not going to say that there aren't hypocritical thoughts in how I look at things. I'd be lying to say that I didn't call it that, but I don't know. I think it's just I got to really think about what I'm comfortable with and what I'm not.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like I'm just like you're comfortable. I'm not comfortable putting chemicals in my body. That's all. It's not like I have a thing like also people trust doctors so much. It's like, oh, I'm sick. Oh, here's an antibiotic. Take it. It's like we just take whatever pill, medication, like we don't even know what's in them, and we just take them. Like even aspirin, it's not going to kill you, but I'm saying, here, take this medication for your sinuses, take this for infection, take this for your mucus, take this for your rash. It's like people just take it because the doctor tells them to.
I'm that guy, and guess what? It's helped me. So I'm going to keep doing what helps me.
And I'll take a lot of stuff. I just, as far as the shots, that I won't take.
Oh, my daughter and I also take allergy shots that have helped my immune system immensely.
See, and allergy shots don't help me. I have horrible allergies, and they don't help me.
They are helping me a ton. I can tell you for a fact they are.
Which is good. It's great that they help you. But for me, like they were saying once, oh, you're going to have to do this for years for yours. They're so severe. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm not doing it for years.
We've been doing it for 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah, but did it affect you right away? Did it help you right away?
Not right away. No, it's taken time.
Yeah, so that didn't help me at all. And I'm like, I didn't have the time to keep going and getting shots. I remember taking my allergy test. Oh my God, I had so many bumps. I was allergic to so many plants and animals. Like the only animal I can have is like a cow, I think. I can't have a cat. I can't have a dog. And like I walk into people's houses with dogs and I'm like not breathing a little bit after a while. And so, so with that also, because I react so much, I also don't want to put things in my body. I don't know. I'm allergic to penicillin. I don't want to take anything that, I'm just too sensitive. So to chemicals. So I can't, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I guess you do what your body tells you to do. It's luckily that affected me, and I feel I'm fine doing it. So
Right. Well, that's it. So, all righty, dude. I'm glad you were able to come on.
Oh, I'm glad I could.
I'm gonna have to but I'm gonna have to do a sports one. This wasn't a sports one. It was, but the conversation. When people come on, I lose the whole conversation. And then they go into again, like the last thing I want to talk about is politics.
Oh, I know. Trust me, it really is the last thing I want to do too, because I know where we all stand.
And it's the same discussion. So,
Right.
and then they spoke, and again, I didn't talk about it. They spoke, they brought it up. I'm like, oh my God, just, don't. And so it's like, if it's not a sports topic, they can't people can't stay on topic. So I got to do sports from now on.
Well, yeah, I've never disagreed with that.
Right.
I think you should.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I could do my own individual podcast without guests.
Sure.
But, I can't I can't get it. So what annoys you? Oh, the team was doing better. I'm like, all right, here we go, right into sports. Like it just goes right. I'm like, I forgot it. That's the end of my annoyance thing. So,
yeah, well, you left it pretty wide open when that was your topic. So,
yeah. And see, I like doing topics because like when I was doing the logos, I like logos. I don't really follow sports. I can't tell you much about sports because I don't get into it anymore. Probably because I can't stand the people, the athletes. So I can't watch them. I can't talk about good human beings. I can't watch them.
I don't blame you. You're around it.
Yeah, I can't. They're not. They talk about selfish people. That's. Oof. So.
No, I totally get you. I'm not.
Right.
I don't disagree. I mean, I didn't watch as much sports when I was working because I'm working this all the time. Why do I want to watch it at home?
Right. Well, it's not even that. It's just that I can't even. The people I can't. Like I do it. It's a work and it's a game, and I'm out of there. So. Oh, I got to text my sister.
Go text your sister. Go to bed.
There we go. Yeah. So I like the topic with logos and team.
I like that too. I would have no problem with that.
And jerseys and then we could have Lou read a chapter from his book every show. His chapters were pretty long. Good book. I read it.
I haven't read it, but I bought it. I did buy it.
Oh, you should read it.
I will.
It's a good book. It's interesting.
I bought it there for the last time we talked about it.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Online?
Mm-hmm. I think it's a used copy. I don't think there's a whole lot of new copies out there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you bought it like, I wonder if you made money from it because it's pretty interesting.
I don't know. I mean, it's one of those books.
Need a little more controversy, though.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's like a bestseller. I don't know if he really made any money on it.
No, I think he did it for the joy of it.
I'm sure he did. He did. It's not a bestseller, New York Times. I mean,
right.
But hey, he's got one more book than I have, so good for him.
Right. All right. So next time we're going to do maybe football helmet logos. What did we do last time? Hockey. We've done.
Well, I don't know if it was just hockey, but you did do logos. You know what? You got two teams that don't have a name. maybe we try to come up with names for the Washington football and the
I
Cleveland
can't because
baseball team.
I like the old names. I like it. I'm a traditionalist.
Okay, well, you don't have that option anymore. So now that you have to come up with it, what are some names you could consider? And you could say, hey, I'm still a fan of the old ones,
Right.
but I don't have a say in this at this point.
The Washington Senators. I like that. What are they now? The Washington what?
They're just the Washington football team.
No, the baseball team. What's the baseball team?
Oh, the Nationals.
Yeah, see, I like the Senators better. That works.
Yeah, I do too. I liked the Senators. I think that works. And then you got the Washington Capitals. I think that makes sense.
The Washington Traders. I don't think. Okay, but we could do that topic. We could have that topic.
Yeah, because you got two teams. The Cubs were playing Cleveland recently, and they kept referring to them as the Cleveland baseball team.
Oh God,
they're not the Indians; they're the Cleveland baseball team.
I guess there were a lot of Indians in Ohio at one time, huh?
Oh, come on, the whole Midwest.
Oh, really? That's right.
Sure.
That's
Illinois
right.
was a big area for native tribes.
Right. All right.
I mean,
all right. Well, we'll hit that. We're going to hit that category. That's a good one then.
Sounds like a plan.
Because Roland's off. I know Lou's going to be off for a couple days before All-Star. And you work during the week though, right?
Yeah, but I could do something at night if I don't have a meeting or something I'm involved in. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me see what I could work up.
Sure.
All right. It's good to see you.
You too. Be well.
Oh, you're an hour behind me, I think, right?
I am. It's still 11 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. See, we've been on for oh, my God, 3 hours and
1 minute.
1 minute. Oh, my God. It's 12 o'clock. All righty. All right, Jeff. I'll talk to you soon.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.